anyways, welcome to the start of our campaign 2.
Season 2, if you will.
Season 2, yeah.
Part 2.
For those of you who haven't joined us before, yes, the beauty of going live. Thanks for being with us, Michael.
Anyway, do we want to do a quick?
Yeah, do quick. I need a minute. So
Okay,
yeah.
so let's do a quick introduction for any of our new peoples. We'll go.
You do have those.
Hello, I am Ariel, and I can't tell you who I'm playing yet, but I'm married to the DM, and I'm this
That's
one's
me.
sister, and I'm so excited. We've been playing D&D since college, so that's like 7-8 years now at this point, and I'm really excited. I've been really excited for this.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So,
go.
right
So my name is Sarah, and like Ariel said, this is my sister, and the DM is my brother-in-law, and my husband is Cal. And like Ariel, I can't tell you my character yet, but I'm super excited to tell you my character. I'm super excited to be here. I'm super excited that we have like our little D&D community, and that we've met so many new people, and we've found people who are actually excited to watch us play.
Yes.
And we hope that this quest is all that we are sure it's going to be, because we are all very excited, very passionate, and we love each other a lot.
We do.
With that being said, I'm Megan. I'm newer to D&D, so definitely getting used to everything, but love everything about it. I'm married to Trey, and it's just been really fun. We're all really, really close friends, and we just have a lot of fun together.
Literally like a decade of
so
friendship.
excited.
Yeah, like a decade of friendship.
Yeah.
Maybe
Megan
you
and
guys,
I
but
was gonna
this
say,
time
yeah. 20 years.
almost 2 decades. Well, a little over 2 decades.
Cool.
Right now it's Meg Jerry's turn.
I'm Meg Jerry. I am the Meg Jerry. This is my husband, Alex. Alex and Ariel and James and I were all roommates in college.
And they were roommates?
Yeah, and we've been playing since then, on and off. So I'm excited. I'm really excited for this one. I have a really cool character.
Yeah.
She does.
So
Very
fun.
fun.
Like you finished it. Like Megan said, I'm Alex. I'm married to Megan. I made a really short cameo in the first season, but I've been playing even longer than before I knew all these people, and I was a forever DM back in college. Played a lot of 3.5, not a whole lot of 5e. We'll see how it goes. I got some fun little surprises planned.
Ooh. All right.
Trey.
Right.
If you didn't know, I'm married to Megan, but not the Megan.
We're working on it.
Prior to our last campaign, I played a little bit with some friends, like as a special guest cameo for them a couple times. So I've got a little bit before that, but last time was my first full campaign, and super excited to play this character. I think last campaign, if you guys were following us then, I played 3 characters while everyone else played only 1.
Yeah.
And I kind of tried to take a little bit from all 3 characters and make 1 character.
He's telling.
He gave hints.
But now over to my bestie, my 21 years of bestiness.
That's so crazy.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
I don't know if it's worth a cheers, but
Wow. Okay. This is the last time I'll be on this. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Callie.
well, welcome. My name is Cal. D&D has got some significance to me. It was 3 years ago today that I asked the love of my life, Sarah over there, to marry me mid-session.
Mid-session.
The DM, James, he may have got a little too intoxicated
I think that.
I definitely think that was you, Cal.
and forgot his cue.
No, he
No,
said.
I'm pretty sure he said like 3 different things.
Yeah,
That's what it was, like 16 times.
We're like,
No.
why is this
And
significant?
the ducks are in the lake. And Cal just
But Regardless of the DM's remembrance of this occasion, it was a very happy day. We've been questing for about 4 years or so,
Oh, yeah.
and I love all the meat. And so now on to the DM.
Okay. So I am the dungeon master and or game master, whatever you would like to call me. Just don't call me asshole.
Little
please. Yeah, I've been doing D&D stuff for a while,
Where am I?
a few years, I guess.
You're cut off.
And
I'm supposed to be in that chair.
yeah, I would say, and before that was a lot of Warhammer with me and my brother growing up. So this has always been a lot of fun. And before that, it was a lot of RTS games like Age of Empires. Yeah, any of you like Age of Empires?
Heck yeah.
So I guess with that,
Let's go on and let's forge a story.
Yes, now let's forge a story.
Adventure
Go.
time. Come grab your friends.
you guys ready?
Very
All right.
distant land.
We're gonna get
Start us short.
copyright striked.
You're right, my bad.
All
The
right.
year,
Oh,
Oh,
the year is PCC 2552, or 2,552 years post cosmic calamity.
oh.
wow.
Which one?
And what would be known as, in not modern times, zero PCC, the eastern continent of Gaia was struck by many asteroids from potentially asteroids from outer space, bludgeoning and dotting the landscape, creating this sort of apocalyptic scenario and killing most of the life on the continent. 1,000 years later, resettlers returned to reclaim the old land. But it was found the Riken Stones of Seven.
I like those.
Lost mostly through the annals of time, these Riken Stones, only 3 are known.
Oh.
Going to the year 2552, in the town of Honeyridge, we are coming up on what is known as one of the Riken festivals. So every so often, the scholars and the extraplanetary observers observing the heavens and the planets notice these planetary alignments that occur every so often. And it has been found, it has been practiced for a couple thousands of years, that these planetary alignments, for some reason, power and light up these stones, producing runes that nobody's able to decipher. No engineer nor any alchemist, wizard, scholar has been able to determine the true origin of these stones or their true content. So with that, you feel kind of a rock in your back, waking up a little bit, from a rough night of sleep after a long day of travel. You smell the smoke from the dwindling fire in your nostrils. And as you awake, Trey, would you like to introduce your character?
I was not ready. It's so soon.
Get ready.
Okay.
Be ready.
Hold on. Okay. Go.
Oh, sabotage.
My character's name is Colgrimmer.
Oh,
K-O with an umlaut above it. Yep. L-Grimr. So he is a tall Goliath, so darker skinned, very muscular man. But I'm actually like short for a Goliath, so I'm about 6'4". Blonde braided hair, sides shaved down. I usually have like black soot on my face. And of course, a beautiful hand forged axe by my side at all times.
Would you say it's a great axe?
I would say it is a great axe. It was greatly forged, of course.
Of course.
Came
By
with
hand.
great force as well. And with great force comes great responsibility, right? Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, I wear, some basic leather, kind of shredded up pants, boots, and boots, and some leather upper attire as well, and some fur.
Excellent. And so looking around, you've taken the smells of the campfire, and the aspen pines around you. You see, kind of down to the north, a nice little river running, but it's like probably a 50 or 60-foot drop directly down, and then a river running, and the trail kind of straight ahead. And you look over to a still sleeping figure, your traveling companion on the ground.
Hey, fucker, wake up.
And Kel, if you are waking up, would you like to introduce your character?
What the fuck do you want?
Wake the fuck up.
Oh, sorry.
You're gonna be late.
Well, my character. They are a lichen.
They are?
They.
Hey.
Oh.
They.
Wow.
Okay.
I didn't even know my brother.
Okay.
They are a water ganassi.
Ooh. Wait,
I
what's
have-
the name?
Name.
Lichen.
Laken.
L-A-I-K-E-N.
L-A-I-K-E-N.
K-E-N.
Laken. Ooh.
I am a water ganassi. I have teal colored hair and a green, almost emerald skin.
Ooh.
I have about
Yeah.
shoulder length hair cut back about an inch or two. My clothes, or for what my people would be kind of dressed up, like a button shirt, collar, maybe like an overcoat,
Straight Evan.
thin build,
The bromance, don't worry about it.
thin build, about 6 foot. Commonly seen carrying multiple books. And I think a short staff.
So moving along. Guess would probably be able to get up and dust yourself off.
Of
No,
course, yes.
I stand up,
I don't think he
dusting
slept
off
in
of
those button up, so he might be dressing
this
himself in
dirty
those.
ground that I'm not very familiar with.
Yeah, you should have slept in the
It's
water.
not quite the ocean breeze that brushes through your hair in the morning. I have to look at my travel companion
That's me.
and say, is it almost time for the festival?
No, it's getting there, but I think we were gonna stop at that library we heard about from that traveler.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I might find great knowledge there and power.
Mm-hmm. Those
So-
things are acquired there.
So you pack up your camp. Everything's looking pretty good. As you're doing this, there's maybe like 1 or 2 travelers on the road. It's kind of sparse. You took maybe a little more remote way into town.
Were they looking at us cuddling?
Yes.
How embarrassing.
Cute.
One of them drew a picture.
We were cuddling?
They watched that long?
They were sitting there like,
Move along.
It's like a caricature they draw out really quick. And you only camp a half mile out of town or so, which for 2 travelers who have been traveling for a few weeks at this point to get to this festival, it's really not such a big deal. And so, following this easy path into town, you finally reach town, and you look out again. The river and is kind of to the north of you, down another ridge, and it kind of as you're going up the hill, and as you're coming over the hill, you're met with this beautiful expanse. Now the river is meandering between these 2 tall sets of snowy peaked mountains, with further snowy peaked mountains going as far as the eye can see, mostly. Few shimmering lakes dot the landscape that this river is swerving to and feeding. And you swear just, barely off in the distance, you can see other little towns and inhabitants. It's a very tranquil and very, very lively valley. In the breeze, you kind of smell, aspen pines, but as you see the town of Honeyridge sort of start to appear in front of you, you swear you smell sweet buns or other baked goods as the festival is getting ready.
I know you guys don't have sweet buns down there. Do you want to stop and get some sweet buns from the little library?
I'd rather just get to the library.
Fair.
So as you're walking your way into town, you see the fairgrounds to the north. The valley kind of runs west to east, and you see a crew sort of starting to set up a big tent, and there's market stalls that are starting to go off. It's still early in the morning,
Mhm.
and they're still starting to set up for the festival. The festival actually isn't for a few days. And as you're walking into town, just barely through the tents, you catch a little glimpse, both of you, of the stone,
The Reichenstone.
the Reichenstone. And it really looks
What a fucking beauty, man.
like super unimpressive.
That's the Reichenstone?
What a fucking unimpressive beauty, man.
I've seen smaller pebbles drifting through the draft of the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, I would expect prettier stones in the middle of the ocean, of course, or the bottom of the ocean.
I mean, yeah,
But beauty
does
is
emit-
not what matters here.
it does emit a pretty cool green light that almost reminds me of
I
home.
feel it. I feel it present. Yeah.
You feel the presence of the
Mm.
stone?
Mhm.
And a dwarf walking by says, "Oh yeah, it's a fucking beaut, isn't it? I know in another life I probably would have minded. You know, I'm a little more conservative with nature these days.
You can mine these stones?
Yeah, do you know about mining?
I thought there was only 3 of these stones left in existence.
No, that's what they say. It's worth a heavy price.
And no one steals it or no one thinks about it?
That's too fucking big. Too fucking hard to
Too
pierce.
Too big. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
nobody knows.
too
Nobody
big.
knows what it is. But you know, geez, there's high maintenance in the Zambezi desert who pay a fortune for it. I'm
What are the
sure.
metaphysical properties of
Even
the
the desert.
stone?
Nobody knows. Nobody fucking knows. He sure is alive.
I open my book.
Interessant.
I turn a few pages. Well, thank you, Dwarf. This is good information.
As you're continuing into town, you see the sign, and it kind of gives a little directory of some of the local businesses. And it looks like there's, you know, a nice blacksmith shop, the library, which is just maybe a couple blocks down. The local library. There's the Stumbling Bee Inn, the only bar and inn in town. There's an alchemic shop, and there's also other various, you know, rope makers and fishmongers, and there's also the Eridor Meadery, which is
Wow, a meadery.
Let's avoid the inn. That's where people with the softer minds go to relieve their problems.
It's a little brutal. I'm not as wise as you, but okay.
So where is this library? I keep seeing these inns and meaderies.
Library like that one in Kalamazoo, Michigan that has
Apparently-
alcohol.
Apparently, this is a really high-end library with lots of knowledge and adventures from the seas. And
It's okay, I bring my own.
So would you guys
Really?
continue
Sorry.
through town?
you have to do that today.
Sorry.
The sun isn't even fully in the sky yet.
It's a festival. I'm pre-gaming.
Oh, it is a festival.
Okay, so
But it stays away. Carry on.
So, continuing a couple blocks up the street, so there's all these sort of like Tudor style buildings and newer fantasy style buildings that are modern for the time. You know, look like they've been built maybe only in the past 300 or 400 years.
Yes, only the past 3.
And you come to this library, and it is made of a stone that doesn't look like should belong anywhere near here. It's very tall. It's kind of crumbling in sections. The big wooden doors at the front are like probably 3 times the size of comb gear. And it looks just really, really
Place.
old.
This is the place. I think this is
People-
the building.
Really don't respect knowledge anymore.
What are they supposed to do? Like rebuild it every 10, 100 years?
In
That's
my-
that's a number.
In my civilization, the library is in the center of town. It has the highest peak. It is made of the finest gems, the best material you can find. But you land-going folk just love
Hold on.
power.
Hold on though. If it
Yeah,
was in the
love-
center of town, more people would be going towards it. This means that you are going to be the first one in a while to tap that knowledge, my friend.
So do you, what do? Do you continue? Or
We
do
go
you
up
let's
to
go
the
in.
door 3 times the size of
Colminger?
Colminder.
Me? Colgrimmer? Ah,
You open the door.
I got it, bro.
And
Thanks, big man. I pet his knee.
you thought the outside was pretty old. The inside looks quite old too. The ceiling's pretty high. It was kind of this beautiful cathedral-like ceiling. There's rows and rows of these old books, and you see, like you would kind of notice that off to the side, there's this huge cabinet full of these oddly shaped, sort of brass, rusty piece of metal.
You would notice.
Nothing that you would really see that commonly around the lands. And in the middle is a desk with ropes and pulleys coming off it, and at it sits this tiny little gnome. These little glasses at the end of her nose. She looks up and says, "Oh, can I help you, boys?"
Gnome place like gnome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I approached the note.
I've never heard that one before.
I'm surprised other people have been in here.
Excuse me, other
Yes.
follower of knowledge.
You know,
I seek
You guys get it.
knowledge in the arcane. I seek knowledge in the ways of this world.
Knowledge in the ways of this world.
I seek more than anything power.
Power. Ooh. Let's go look over here. Follow me. Sounds like
There's a whole
Mickey Mouse.
section on power, I
Just
bet.
gotta go to section P for power.
And as she starts to move, you realize she's kind of rigged like this pulley system to get around the library faster. And she's like clipping things in. And then like there's this little canister of something she sticks into like under her desk.
That's cooler than I thought, dude. She's fat.
Follow me.
She's
She
been
pushes
here a
her
minute.
glasses up, hits a button, just like gets yeeted across the library, but she's in control. And she just disappears behind the set of bookshelves.
This is the coolest library I've been to, man. I haven't been to many libraries. But,
Because you're saying that there's a turtle, an old turtle sitting in a chair looking up. Just looks back through this book. And when you get back there, she's standing in front of this tapestry that's probably as tall as the ceiling. And it's a super old looking tapestry. And this is like you're like you see this and you're wondering like, dude, do they allow kids in here? Because there's like this kind of demon queen looking lady in the middle. And there's demons and devils and all sorts of just nasty underworld skeleton type things, like eating people and like raiding towns. And it's a hellish looking landscape.
did I miss something? Are we like not in the library anymore?
It's on a tapestry.
Oh, thank God.
It's on this tapestry, right? There's this, all these demons that are like eating people and taking buildings down. And there's devils and like these ancient looking worms that are coming up out of the earth and like eating horses and things. And it's hell, and it's red and it's black and there's meteors. And at the center of it at the top is this glowing black figure.
Ooh, we should get one of
I
those.
point at the tapestry and I say, "What do you know of that glowing black figure? What story does this tell?"
No one's really sure. It was here when they found the building a couple thousand years ago.
Looking at the bricks, couple hundred years, 1,000 years.
Yeah. This library's been here a while, sonny boy.
Sonny boy?
Say boy. We play that.
Only thing we can't figure out is what's this bottom corner. And you look, and actually, like the bottom, probably 15% has been cut, and it's just gone. You're not sure.
15% of this tapestry is about how much feet of scroll? So you said it's massive.
It's probably like 15 feet tall. So she's like, some say it's the end times, some say artist with a fever dream. Nobody's really sure. Oh, the weirder thing, I tell you what. And she opens it, pulls back the tapestry, and there's this stone door. Well, there's a stone door. She says, "These doors are everywhere in this building. They just made these weird looking doors out of stone. They go nowhere. Half this place is destroyed anyways. So,
Anywhere?
they don't go anywhere. They don't open. The other side's just a wall as far as we know."
Ooh, can I test my strength on this? I want to see if I can push it open.
So the doors don't go to anything?
So try it.
Go ahead.
We had Garlock, our really strong baker, try it.
Nah, he's a baker, low.
You've never met Garlock.
What is your profession?
All right, roll a strength check.
Oh.
First roll.
15 plus 4, 19 strength.
So you and you feel a twitch. Ow, and you kind of pull one of your tendons a little, and it does not budge.
I thought you were stronger than this.
I mean, stronger than a cook. twitched. Something twitched.
The gnome looks at me like, "You're a Goliath, right?"
I mean, yeah.
You know, so is Garlock, and he's like 3 feet taller than you.
But he's a cook.
And he's a damn good cook. This is some neat knowledge. Let's move on. And she moves on to this case full of parts. You,
I almost feel a pull towards one of them. I lean it out, pull it out, and look at the cover.
the cover is roll for history.
Ooh, the second roll of the campaign.
Second roll of the campaign. Can we get a second roll? of the campaign?
Hey, what do we add to
So
that?
a non-natural 20.
Not
Wow.
wow.
It's
A
hot when
compendium
natural 20 gets
of
rolled.
magical qualities through the ages. And the gnome kind of looks up to you and is like,
That was
you know,
Solid.
Notes.
you mentioned power. You mentioned magic. Why don't you check it out? Just I'll meet you at the front in a little bit. We'll check it out. But let me show you this case. That'd be a good book for you. Hang on to that one. You know, nobody comes here. So
I don't come here.
take your time with it. No late fees on that one.
Nobody comes here.
Can I look at it?
Can you read?
Wow. You taught me, dude. Don't you remember?
Yes.
She takes you to this kind of case full of these weird brass parts that are rusted. Oh, brass rusted. And she looks at it. She says,
Brass definitely rusts.
so brass, rusted brass. She says, you know, all the time the farmers come and they plow these up in the fields, and sometimes they keep them, sometimes they bring them here. We don't know what they're for. And Gerald the drunk, he's a wizard in town here, you know. Knows some of these things. He says there might be Girods. Is that what they're called? Girods?
There's
Do you know
another
of
wizard in
Girods?
town.
You look, they're like these little circles, with little spikes on the outside. They're all different shapes and sizes. Some have holes in the middle.
You know,
And the
they're-
gnome's like, well, you know,
Blue color versus what's the
Gerald's
other color?
pretty drunk most of the time,
White
so
color?
it's hard to hold a conversation
color.
with them.
All right, I guess we'll give it a try.
You can find them at the end,
Oh, the end. That's where alcohol served,
right?
right?
Right.
Yes, and that's
right,
where the soft mind go to handle their problems.
Alcohol served.
you know, right across from there
I
is
bet there's some pretty
Hornbill the
lads there.
blacksmith. He's a really good
Yeah, I
fellow.
bet you there's some pretty lads there.
So, yeah, keep browsing, gentlemen. This is all I wanted to show you was this tapestry, which is pretty darn old. And yeah, just keep browsing and let me know if you need anything. And just be sure to check that book out when you leave.
Is this tapestry able to be checked out?
Yeah, you could do an insight check.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's
nice.
not my real D20 though.
She and I.
That,
You rolled it.
that one is. This one's my real
I don't know. You
You
rolled
rolled
that
the big
one.
one.
You rolled
That's
that
what
one.
you
I feel like
say.
that's the only fair one.
There's no
That's just like
backspace.
if I.
I know,
but
I
that's
know.
not, you know.
Insights
I
plus
know.
0.
Oh fuck! I gotta. Yeah,
Nice.
we're not.
So-
I don't think we can check that out, but
So you take a look at it and you're like, yeah, this is a tapestry.
that's what I would say.
He's blind.
It's old. I was wondering.
Blind to
I
the
have,
knowledge
I
portion
have
of
this
it.
special paper. It's called carbon paper. I can make a carbon copy of it.
What the
Do you
fuck
mind
did
if I
get that
take it
from?
down for a second and just do a carbon copy of this tapestry?
No, like, well,
I don't need to check it out.
I wouldn't want it to be taken down. You may make a drawing of it, but it's 15 feet. Do you have 15 feet
I'm-
of carbon paper?
I'm a mediocre artist.
Or one of you two.
You're gonna do stick figures.
Yeah, performance.
I'm a mediocre artist.
All right. What is it?
The performance. I'm
One
gonna
second.
go-
Let me see what my performance.
No, dude, I got this.
Okay.
I got
All right, what
this.
did you get?
19 plus 3.
All right. So,
Okay, yes, you perform very well.
I'm gonna throw the shit out of the tapestry.
you are super surprised when this dipshit, you know, Goliath barbarian who's too
Oh,
much.
You
Who's
say
very,
what I am.
oh, sorry.
It's okay. I'll allow it.
In your introduction, you can reveal your class if you really
Yeah,
want. Or it's up to you.
That's okay. They were just whispering about it.
I mean,
Spectacular, some might say.
in your village back home, you know, they would probably call you a Michelangelo.
Wow.
You sketch this thing out and it looks
Can I put a sub bar that I am very impressed with this guy, and I'm kind of giving him the once over? Like, my God.
and you sort of hand it
My
over
God.
to
Man.
Lakin. or maybe you can hand it to Lakin. You can do whatever you want. You draw this awesome picture of the tapestry.
I'm gonna write down things of importance.
Yeah.
I am known as Michelangelo of my area.
And first, barbarian Goliath to ever be referred to in such a
Yes.
because in my years of scholar, is it kind of say scholar?
Yeah.
Sure.
Is that how that works?
Why
I
not?
may be an engineer, but my English is dumb.
You are
But
doing so good, Cal.
I have never come across a single piece of literature written by a barbarian, let alone a barbarian Goliath.
Anyway.
I am proud of the fact that I am inherently a good drawer. of
In this one
sorts.
instance, until the next
Sure.
roll.
Yeah, the next roll. Good luck.
All right. So with that, what do you guys do next? Do you continue checking out the library?
I ask if there's any other books that may be of importance to my cause.
Why, yes. I mean,
There's a lot.
there's that dark one in the back,
The
but
dark one? I
nobody knows where the key is for it, though.
I hold my friend back. The dark one.
Yeah.
Hold me back.
Well, we call it the dark one because it's kind of
Dark one.
it's black, but it's locked. It has a lock on it. Nobody's been able to open it. I don't know if it's enchanted because it's we haven't been able to cut it. So if you ever find a key that is, I don't know, maybe would go to it.
Can we purchase this one since you can't utilize it anyway?
So this is in our archives, right?
Yeah, so you don't use it anyway, right?
Yeah,
It's in the
well,
archives. They're not
They
giving.
don't use
No,
archives.
listen.
But
I understand you don't understand libraries. It's in their archives.
I've got this.
Okay, all right, all right.
You don't utilize it anyway. Can we ascertain this book of yours
well, you can look at it. You want to look at it?
permanently?
No, I'll tell you about it.
But you've never read it. You couldn't.
And roll, roll for persuasion. Getting a lot of rolls.
Yeah, you're
here.
getting a lot of rolls.
No.
It was a 4+1. I'm joking.
I'm getting like dice envy. Does
Right?
anybody else have dice envy?
Always. I want to roll. I know. I'm like, I
I'm
want to
just gonna let the world know that my second roll was a fucking nat 20. My first roll was a 4.
And so she's kind of like, well, I'm very sorry. What was it? Cole Minger? That's your name?
Something along that. There's the M and the G could be swapped, but
Well, it sits here in our records. I've let Eridor look at it before,
you
but
don't know that guy.
I would
but-
like to to use a cantrip.
Oh.
I'm going to use minor illusion
Oh.
to have
Oh.
my friend here grab the book from
Oh.
the
I'm a
shelf
friend.
you guys are those sorts of questers.
and have the book appear in the mind of the gnome as there.
I don't have any tears in my
This
I can
eyes.
create a sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for the duration, which duration
Are
is
we stealing right now?
only 1 minute.
Just so you know, that
Comprehend,
book will
yeah.
be
I
gone
was gonna say,
after
are
a
you
minute. She will know it's gone.
After we leave, hopefully. She's
You're like,
walking us
you know,
back to the
You-
desk.
She said you're like the only ones who have been in there.
He's really good at this. Watch
So-
this. Watch this.
This book is of importance.
It could be. Nobody's unlocked
You
it.
can do this.
We only have a minute duration. So when they check on that book later,
I can
they're going to
run.
know it's gone.
I can run fast.
I don't know when they're going to notice, but they will notice.
I would from that day on. I would run, man.
I'm going to take a mental note that this book, the black book, is in this library. We have a few days before.
We'll do it right before we leave.
We have a few days before the festival. So I am going to let the gnome escort us back to the front. I think our business here is done.
Later.
I have came for the knowledge. I have the one book that already called to me in my weird
Senses.
magic that called to me.
Are you a warlock?
And
Don't
we
worry.
were
He
We
is.
don't even know who
we
you
are gonna
are.
be heading
okay?
to the inn
NPC.
Okay.
to
currently.
talk to the mage of all things about what he knows.
So you
Yeah, this
No.
is really weird.
uh as you're leaving, the gnome is like, "Oh, I never introduced myself. My name is Twill Sprinkle Willie. If she's never named me."
So take a note for me.
Hey,
for
this-
my notebook.
James, should I put this in the character notes or the NPC important notes?
And
NPC.
Important NPC.
Semi-important.
could be. If it's important to you.
It's important to me.
What's her name again?
Twill.
Sprinkle Willie.
Sprinkle Willie.
Yeah.
12 sprinkles
Here-
Willie.
Us Sprinkle Willies have been here for 12 generations. I've got 1,800 18 grandbabies.
18 babies.
She has 18
She
grand.
kind of checks the book out for you. Says, "Now have a real nice day. May Padrina's spirit be with you." You're walking through the streets of Honeyridge. You're seeing people coming and going. It's a very lively and bustling town. You see one guy leading a mule with a cart full of jugs, assuming are mead, and an actual beehive on the back.
Jugs of mead.
The
I'm sorry,
street
I'm
signs have little bees painted on them. It's very, very quaint. And you just
Nectar?
you take a minute and you look up and you just really take in the vast beauty of the snow-capped mountains that are like directly above you on either side.
Good mead.
I wonder if my five
This
homies
isn't-
would like this town.
This
So-
isn't quite the Kelp forest I grew up in, but
Dude,
they're kind of cool in their own right.
there's fucking bee nectar mead here.
Mead's been around for so long, and like
Why
the
are we
science.
such good friends when you're dissing me all the time? Anyway, let's get to the mead,
On
please.
the occasion that I drink the mead, we have a great time.
So you're walking up the
That's not why
street
we're here.
and you see a sign, the stumbling bee, and it's this bee that is like, somebody obviously hand carved like a bee into the sign, and it says like stumbling bee on the bottom. This bee is like, "Ugh," and it's holding a little like tankard. It's kind of cartoony.
Aw.
And with that,
Funny.
we'll go
I
to
like it.
our second round.
Oh, who's being introduced?
Who's that?
So that would be Sarah and Mag. Your night on the boat was
Right.
was all right. You're mingling about with the folks on board. Your character had met a nice. Why don't you introduce your character?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What are you?
You can do it all night long.
She's like, let me take a drink real quick.
I'm so
All right,
nervous.
let me
I'm gonna
set- let me
mess
set-
up.
I'm also
Thank
nervous.
you. Please set me up. Well, I was really hoping Megan was gonna go first. So I
I was really hoping you were gonna go first.
Okay. So
Love you.
you're floating down the river, and the captain's like, well, yelling, "Oh, we're going to be landing in about a few minutes here." And the sailors are like, "Aye, aye, Captain." They're running about doing ropes everywhere, and the other passengers are looking like, whatever. This is another day in the office, and you are just you're feeling a lot of joy, a lot of good vibes, and good feelings coming from this town, and you're also taking in the beautiful sights of the rivers and the town that kind of sits on this bridge just above the river, kind of slowly coming into view, and you see these beautiful snow-capped mountains on the other side with green greenery all around. And actually, from your vantage point, you can see further down to the north, which actually goes down a little bit. You see this like apiary plantation, just beehives everywhere, surrounded by what's the other types of crop like barley or other sorts.
Thanks for me.
So on the boat, Sarah, please
Okay.
introduce your character.
Who are you?
Okay. So my character's name is Malaris, but she goes by Mel. And
Wait, what? Sorry,
She-
what's her whole name?
Malaris, but she
Oh.
goes by Mel. She prefers to go by Mel. Should I tell my class or my race
Up to
or
you.
my?
It's all up to you.
I'll tell my. Okay, so Mel is a Kalishtar, and what is that? Yeah. She is about 6 feet tall. She's pretty tall.
Holy cow.
She has very long silvery hair, it goes about down to her knees, and she tends to keep it in one long braid all the way down. She is always found wearing a very special cloak that is super important to her. I'm trying to think. Oh, her eyes are like a muted green color, and they change to opal sometimes.
I'm not gonna tell you when. And her skin is very pale, but it's when she's hungry. Her skin is very pale, and sometimes when the light hits her just right, it appears to shimmer.
Okay,
What's your
fancy.
vampire?
I'm not gonna tell you.
And so I believe at the time you were conversing with this half orc who was
Yeah.
going on and on about, my grandmother, my middle name is Shard. Did I tell you my middle name is Shard?
You didn't tell me your middle
Yeah.
name was
Do you know
Sharp.
why my middle name is Shard?
Why?
Well, you see, my grandmother loved grow Shard. You ever plant Shard in the springtime?
I've never planted
So in
Shard
the
in the
springtime, you want to plant the Shard right up towards the top of the rows of the crops. And I'm sorry, what?
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I think it's time for me and my friend to go ashore.
Well, geez, you don't have to yell like that. But yeah, take a right, go in. There's this really nice stumbling bee. And I'm sorry, what's your friend's name? And Meg, if you would like to introduce your character.
Go.
I'm nervous.
I'm
Um, my character's name is Phosra. It's Phosra, and she is an Asimar. And she has a little golden halo. And she's also pretty tall. She's 5'11", and she really likes emerald green. That's her favorite color. She always wears dark emerald green armor with gold embellishments. She also has stark white hair and fair skin. She's very kind spirited. She's always looking for ways that she can do good and help, help people. She grew up as an orphan in Vaderia, and she was taken in by an older gnome cleric named Brenna, and she taught her to have taught her to be passionate about knowledge and reading. Yeah, I think that's about it.
That's really cool.
And yes. So the half orc kind of turns his back and is like, well, I enjoy our stay in Honeyridge. I've lived here my whole life. 14th generation Honeyridger. Beautiful place. You ought to see the Goldane Estates sometime.
Oh, okay. Thank you for your help.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Basara, did you want to head to the Stumbling Bee for some food? I know I'm quite hungry from our travel.
I'm starving. Let's go to the Stumbling Bee.
Interesting name, isn't it? The Stumbling Bee.
I think it's cute.
I don't think we have a Stumbling Bee in the Cloud City.
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever heard of it before. It's pretty unique.
You okay, Trey?
There's just like a bag of chips on the.
Trey, Valhalla. Valhalla.
So as you guys
Valhalla.
are conversing, the boat
shows up right in front of the camera.
the boat comes to a stop at the dock, and they put this very large gangplank out onto the dock. And say, okay, everybody get off. Those with large animals go first. And walking by you is this very kind looking elf with a camel actually trailing behind him. And he's a little darker skin. Looks like he might be from down south, maybe from Alamon. And he just walking around and says, "Oh, excuse me. Yes." And you see his camel just laden with all of these goods and all sorts of things, and a couple palm fronds and some really cool exotic looking goods that you probably never laid eyes upon before. And he crosses with his camel, and there's this other elf behind him, a little bit shorter, kind of sulking, significantly younger. So the main elf is probably 50. He's an elf years, probably 400. This other elf is probably like a teenager in elf years, and it's like sulking. He's like, "Oh, Dad, why are we doing this?" So they cross. Another trader a dwarf with a little mule like crosses the bridge with all these laden goods, and then they say, okay, and all the passengers go across. So I assume now Foster and Mel would at this point cross to the dock.
Yeah.
So reaching the dock, there's like the harbor master at the dock, kind of directing traffic and taking notes. Directly up in front of you, the docks keep going up to the harbor, and in front of you see some buildings on either side, and kind of it looks like a bit of a main street that might take you to the center of town. Just like the other folks, you see a directional sign listing where all the businesses are.
Okay, so Mel is gonna walk up to the directory to figure out where the stumbling bee is at.
So, looking at the directory, and the stumbling bee, directly ahead, down a few blocks, right across the street from the blacksmith. Also going to be right past Stone Brews, the alchemy shop. Easy directions. Very, very easy for you to follow.
Do you want to head right to the stumbling bee, or did you need to get anything while we're in the center of town?
You said there's a directory?
Yeah.
Okay, while we're at the directory, I want to look at where the Temple of Vedrina is, because I need to go there while we're in town.
Yes, so looking at the directory, you don't see an entry for it.
Okay.
Just really, maybe a little strange, but there's lots of people around you who are probably from the town. You could probably ask.
Yeah, I'll just ask somebody at the stumbling bee.
The man with the camel is standing there, petting him, and you see these children run up to him. They're all shouting, "Ali, Ali, 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 you're here!" He goes, "Oh, hey kids, how are you?" And he walks away, and they are all like disappointed and everything. He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot." And he goes into his pockets and whips out these huge, handfuls of candy and starts chucking them at these kids.
Aww.
And the kids are picking them up. They're like, "Oh yes." And then Ollie's like, "Going to see the mayor. Have fun, kids." And he continues up the street.
Is that teenage elf still with him?
Yes, yeah.
Still following behind him?
Yep.
Okay. Mel walks up to one of the children because she's just really intrigued by this whole situation and thinks it's very sweet and warms her heart. And she asks one of the children who that is and why they were anticipating receiving candy.
All right. It's like, "Oh, that's Ali. He comes every year from the south, from the Zamzizi Desert, they say. Always brings us candy.
Aw,
He's best fee and the mayor. They're best friends."
very
Do you know the
interesting.
mayor?
I don't know the mayor. This is my first time in Honeyridge. I'm very excited to be here, but I need to meet some people, I think. But he comes often?
Yeah. Mayor Huxworth. He's been the mayor as long as I've been alive. You see, he's a little human child. So, and he's
Okay.
maybe 5 or 6. So it's not that long.
First human we ever encountered, like just pure human.
Hey, miss, my mom says I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Okay, well, I'm going to the stumbling bee anyway, so have a good day.
Okay, have fun, sinner. He doesn't-
James' little backhand.
How far is our walk?
It's probably it's maybe a quarter mile.
Okay.
So, but you're getting really good vibes off of this.
Okay. Do we have like a little bit of a stroll ahead
Yeah,
of us?
a little bit
like,
of a stroll. There's some shops
like
on either
15
side.
minutes of a stroll.
About 15 minutes, and you do see for the festival,
I
there's
could walk a mile in 15 minutes.
there's some stalls being set up maybe to sell like various goods, various little sweets and stuff, maybe trinkets. There's stuff to do on the way.
Well, I really like this town. What do you think?
I was hoping that since we had a little bit of a walk in front of us, that you would play me your Chicken of the Dirt song.
I would happily play you the Chicken of the Dirt song, but I only have the instrumentals. I don't really have the words yet.
Oh,
So
maybe
can I plug it? Can I plug it for you on my harp as we walk?
yeah,
So,
I would
Meg.
love that.
Meg,
Yes.
are you listening?
Yes.
As she's saying, "Oh, I only have the instrumentals," you hear a voice. Yeah, I bet she doesn't have the fucking instrumentals. Oh shit. Your mind. Only you have heard this though.
I don't know why I'm like mad at myself for thinking that. I'm sure she does. I'm sure she does, because she sounded so excited about it, and I'm sure she has it all planned out in her head, and we can work on the vocals together.
We can work on the vocals together. Yes, definitely. So Mel, I keep almost calling her Bryn. Mel pulls out her harp, and it's this little golden harpsichord, and there are like opalite pieces along the length of it.
Oh,
and she
it's
holds
so
it in her hand,
beautiful.
and she starts kind of plucking like this upbeat kind of like, but it sounds prettier than that too.
Like Turkey in the Straw, or
Yeah, but it's Chicken of the Dirt. I think it'll go something like, what was that guy's name that I met?
You got to
Do
go.
the half work.
his real name was Shard.
Shard. Well, Shard told me about.
I love it.
As you're doing this, there's like people start gathering around. They're like,
Mushroom that he found, and he said it's the chicken of the dirt.
gold pieces from the people throwing you.
Wow, it's nice having a bard in the campaign.
You print money.
Just saying.
True.
Not around us.
Oh, yeah.
Are we almost to this stumbling bee, my friend?
I'm gonna be a stumbling.
I think I see it.
So,
Off
yes.
in the distance there.
So coming up, you see
See a big bee on a sign.
You see,
Oh, yeah, there it is.
you see all, yeah, you see the stumbling bee. You know, the carved letters, the carved stumbling bee with the tankard. It's kind of sideways a little bit, looking a little lazy-eyed, just from all the drinking. And you know, across the street, you see this this blacksmith hard at work, and he's hammering away at his wares. And people are coming and going. And it was something really interesting that I think Foster might notice about the blacksmith is, you know, he's got this kind of prosthetic arm.
Huh. As a blacksmith?
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Can it move?
it's completely functional, and it's like brass and metallic-y colored, and there's little gyros that are spinning, and like every once in a while there's like a that comes out of his shoulder, and it's the craziest thing you've ever seen. So you guys just go to the inn, or
I like observe from afar. I really want to like, okay, I want to do something, but I don't exactly know how to do it. So,
just shot a shot.
okay,
You
so
feeling lucky?
Mel would
Nice.
like to see the inner
Mel?
workings of this man's brain and see if she can figure out how his contraption works without talking to him.
Oh,
Or
what
see
check
if
is
it's-
that?
I don't know.
You should say in your D&D Beyond.
I can't get it
yeah.
up.
So
Oh,
make
Yeah.
sounds
an
like a problem.
Arcana check.
Oh, it's right.
That one.
Oh, that's pretty.
What's your plus on Arcana?
Oh,
Not great.
She better know what her plus is.
He's got it on a sheet.
Wait, what? You printed
yeah,
those
I
out?
got it on a sheet.
That's awesome.
8.
What?
So you do probe into his mind slightly. It's a fairly, you know, easy and open mind to get in. And you hear the words, working all day. You sing a song in his head. And then he
This
looks
is a
up
good
and he
one.
thinks, hard work. And he thinks, where's my daughter? She
Oh,
was supposed to be down here with those horseshoes a half hour ago,
Oh.
working all day. That's about all you glean from it.
I really hope
Green
that
stone.
his daughter gets back with those horseshoes soon. But
How do
are
you know he
ready
has
to
a
go?
daughter?
Oh, doesn't he just look like a father figure to you?
I never had a father. I don't really know. can't.
I didn't really either. Only for about
I
5
forgot to
years.
finish this description. He's very muscly. He's shirtless with pants.
Does he have a dad bod?
He's got no.
Does he have
He's like jacked.
Oh.
Besides his
Oh.
prosthetic. At this point, since you kind of stopped to walk, Ali is leading his camel, by obviously going maybe to his friend the mayor. So that's just part of the traffic that has caught up with you at this point. So
I want to go talk to the blacksmith and ask him about his prosthetic arm.
okay, so Bowser, you kind of walk over to the blacksmith, and you realize on the other side of this anvil, there's actually been a goblin standing there the whole time. Sorry, a little
Daddy.
short guy, Alex, would you like to introduce your character?
Anyway, so standing over by the blacksmith, standing at a very robust 3'6".
Whoa.
Is a tiny little goblin sporting a slicked up black mohawk and a huge crest shield mounted on his back. All over his armor, he has various cogs, gears, belts, things of that nature. It looks like there's little compartments and gizmos all about him. He's got various alchemical flasks, looks like maybe some alchemist fire, some various poison vials, just hip flask, anywhere you could think to store something, he's got. Bright green skin, very large flappy goblin ears, and he wears this pair of goggles where the lenses are framed with little cogwheels, and then the lenses themselves are tinged with this misty green color. And his name is Boom.
I don't really want it like boom.
Exactly.
Does he have a last name? Or maybe we don't remember.
Oh, does he have a last name?
He has quite the last name. His official documentation lists his full legal name as Boom Quintavious Splosion.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
that's pretty cool.
Boom explosion.
But he goes by Boom, but Boom Splosion works too.
The blacksmith is hard at work. And he's talking with Boom. Like, yes, my arm. Like it's got a lot of gears. Oh,
I can see that much.
I think he was showing.
Are you also into gears, my son?
I mean, I'm not going to humor that with a response. You can take a look, but I mean, yeah, I'm really interested. Could you just like knock it off with the? What are you even making here? Is this a shield? What are we making? If this isn't important, let me look at the arm.
Well, oh geez, yeah.
I love Boom. I love it so much.
They are so actually Lewin was supposed to be making these, but she's up in her room doing something else.
Okay, well then clearly it's not your problem. This is really important.
Well, this is actually for Lord Eridor's four-in-hand team he uses for his competitions on the field. These are horseshoes. You know what a horse is, my friend? It's like a dog.
Okay. Let's don't change the subject. Don't change the subject.
Do you like dogs, my friend?
No. We're not gonna. No, don't talk about. No. To the arm. Just shut up. And he grabs the guy's arm for a second. He's like, just let me look at it.
Am I up there? Am I right there?
Yeah, you're right there, and they're like struggling together. Like, give me my arm back, you little gremlin.
What's the matter? You don't like dogs?
I love my grizzly bear.
So what does Phosphorus say to this? Your Phosphorus walking up and it's like, you're kind of taken aback. You thought it was so calm, and all of a sudden the situation has just escalated in tone.
I think I would back up a little, probably. I thought it was safe to approach, but it is definitely not safe to approach.
Like, lady, you're gonna help me? And the blacksmith's like, get this little gremlin off me, and he just lifts his arm up. He's so strong, he just lifts him up, and boom, you're just like
hanging off of it. Just,
Hey,
no,
What are you doing to him?
no, just it's really important, guys. Just give me 30 seconds. I can figure out how this thing works, but it's really important. I really want to know. Just let me look at it.
I
You can
don't
get back to what you're doing. What do you?
was like, no, I've seen you, goblin type. You guys aren't too bright.
I think it's
Whoa. I'm not too bright here. You think that you're the smart one here.
I killed a whole bushel full of them in the war, and I tell you what, you die by fire, you die by pickaxe, you die by arrow and ballista, and you die by my motherfucking hammer.
Oh, all right, buddy. All right. Let's
You
not
guys
get
get that.
ridiculous.
What does
Camera's a little off.
Yeah, turn us a little this way.
Yeah, it looks like So what does
It's not bad.
Foster is taking a step back? What does Mel do?
What does Mel do?
Is Mel standing way back like I'm not getting involved, or
Mel is just happily people watching this whole situation play out. She's very intrigued by Boom. So she is wanting to see what his next move is.
so as you're people watching, you do hear like a little bit of like, oh, I should wear honey buns. Oh, I should I should buy that necklace for my wife.
Mm.
Oh, well, my mistress might not like that.
Oh,
my wife.
He whispered his
Oh,
mistress.
no.
I like that.
And from another, you might hear, the crops coming in real good this fall.
Mm.
It's
She-
fall, by the way.
She kind of shakes her head and she puts her cloak up to try to block her ears a little bit.
A lot of noise.
A lot of noise.
Hmm.
Do you think we should get inside? I'm just feeling a little overwhelmed out here. It's such a bustling city.
Yeah. I don't think that we can help in this situation. So yeah, I think we should go inside.
20,
So-
30 degrees. Okay, there you go.
So you guys are gonna head inside. What does Boone the Goblin do? Is he still trying to check this thing out?
I mean, we're not giving up here. Like this guy is gonna either stop what he is doing and he's gonna let me look at his arm, or he's gonna, I don't know, fling me across the room, get the guards involved. Like wholeheartedly, all I care about is figuring out how this arm works. And if I have to look at it, I'm gonna look at it.
So leaving that, putting a thumbtack in that for a second, we go to our last two.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Tell us.
Hold on.
So
He's got to set us up.
Go, little
Claire.
rock star.
Tell us who you are, Claire.
now
Oh,
at the stumbling bee, it's never a slow day at work. There's a lot of mead made in this town. There's a lot of honey, a lot of goods flowing, a lot of drinking. This town loves drinking. It's a very tranquil, wholesome, beautiful
Drinking
community.
just
But
softens the
my goodness, do they love their mead and their beer. So right when you open, right about 11 o'clock or so, the morning crowd is rolling in. And who is the first one there? It's Gerald, the wizard.
Oh, Gerald.
Of course.
Fucking
So,
Gerald.
He saunters up to the bar and he looks at you and he says, "Can you give me my usual beer? Would you like to, Megan, introduce your character?"
Space fun.
Space
Space
fun.
fun.
Second
So
space energy.
I am a sun high elf.
oh,
Very average size for an elf. Not short, not super short, but not super tall. I have very reddish orange kind of fire-like hair. Very long. I tend to just kind of keep it a bit unkept. Gold eyes, kind of golden pale skin. And my clothes tend to be very grays, blues. I'm not very into color.
Reddish fire hair, and you're not in the color.
Nope. That is natural, okay?
natural,
I
right?
like that about you.
No romance yet. You haven't even met
No,
yet.
no, I'm not romancing. Don't worry.
So
What's your name?
What's your name? Yeah.
My name is Bruna.
How do
Sorry.
you spell?
Runa.
What do
I
you know?
love it.
So only two friends. I am called Rue. I do not share that with many people. So Runa is how I like to be addressed.
It's beautiful.
She's lovely. She
Isn't she lovely?
Gerald kind of saunters up to the bar and he puts his, fat wizard butt down. His beard is kind of matted and tangled. His hat is
Fucking wizard.
his wizard's hat is crooked. He's sitting there and he's like obviously hungover from the previous morning. The dwarf band from the previous night is going to set up. You're hearing they're tuning and warming up, play for the day. And that's pretty much the crowd at this point. It's a little sparse. And Joe kind of looks at you and says, Bruna, can you give me my usual bucket of water and a couple bottles of schnapps?
Yeah, absolutely. Here you go, Gerald.
So he has the bucket of water. He's got the schnapps, and he takes the schnapps, puts them in the water, and then he puts his hands in the water and freezes the water. And he takes the lids off the schnapps, and he's just sitting there waiting for them to cool down. When lo and behold, who would walk out of the kitchen with probably an apron and maybe a broom?
Absolutely.
Ariel. Last but not least, you introduce your character.
So, you see a rather short, tiefling. She's light purple, kind of a pinky purple. She's got long purple hair, about the same shade as her skin, but darker. In two pigtails. She's wearing a cute little dress. She's got really bright blue eyes. And her tail is very long, but instead of the typical tiefling, like forked tail, the spade tail, she's got a little tuft of hair on the end, like she's a little lion. And her horns come out the top. They sit back here, and they come back and up, almost like an antelope's.
Okay.
And as she's coming out, she's carrying just some needs to bring to the bar, and as she's walking, she absolutely just trips and biffs it over her own feet. Oh shit! I'm so sorry. Move, darling.
That's
Do you think you could? What's her name? Help me. Oh, I'm so sorry. And her name is Celine.
How do you spell?
Selene. Celine.
Try again. Selene.
As you're saying this,
Celine.
as it happened, Gerald laughed.
Oh, I love the accent.
I know. I'm so funny. Gerald, my darling. I know.
Emma Watson. Yes.
You see that, Runa?
Yes, Gerald, I see her.
All is
Celine here is
good
your refresher.
fun. All is good
Thank you.
fun, my
Yes,
dear.
Gerald.
Gerald.
A wizard never tells tricks. Oh, the schnapps are ready.
Gerald, what do you do with your day all day?
Well, I come here. I get a bottle. I get a.
You got this, my
I
friend.
get a bucket of schnapps.
Right.
I get a bucket of schnapps.
Right.
2 of those, and I go home.
Okay. And in between schnapps and home, anything?
Well,
Maybe some stumbles
yeah.
here and there.
well, no, not stumbles. I would say it's more like there was. Oh, hey, the Riken Festival's coming up, isn't it?
Pardon?
The Riken Festival.
Yes. No, I'm so excited. Are you going to do anything there?
Oh, well, they always make this really nice peach schnapps that I like.
Goodness.
And you guys only have honey schnapps, so.
Yes.
Oh man.
Right. Anyway, so my darling, do you want to go to the festival later, perhaps?
Absolutely.
We need to get out of here at some point soon-ish.
Yeah, can we tell your parents maybe to take over?
Yeah. I think I haven't said anything to them yet. I don't know how to break it to them.
Do you want some help?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I don't know what to say. What
We
do you
can
say? What do you say?
I would just say, Mom, Dad, we're going to the festival. Bye.
gonna be gone longer than maybe a day or two?
Maybe like tell them we're going on a quick adventure and going to visit some of my friends.
There you go.
And we'll be back in a couple days.
Awesome. Excellent. Excellent.
You have friends?
Gerald, you are not my only friend. Yes.
I mean, I'm not. Hold on. I'm your friend.
You're my friend.
All right,
we're
Gerald.
friends.
We're friends.
You like having friends?
Sure.
Wait, hold on. You know how fast an African squat? Now, we don't. What is Africa? Why am I talking about that?
They
And
can
at this
carry a
point-
half-ounce cork of coconut. Whatever miles per hour.
The coconuts from the Zamzizi
Are
Desert.
you saying an African koala can carry a half-ounce coconut?
I tell you. No, I tell you.
While he's rambling, Celine grabs Rue and gently grabs her and takes her into the back where her parents are.
So when you go back there, and we're
Back into the kitchen.
back in the kitchen.
I'm assuming that's where my mother is, perhaps.
And your mother's name is
Yorna.
Yorna. Yorna's back there cutting yams for the yam soup. Oh, Celine, my darling.
Hello, Mummy.
Oh, how beautiful to see you this morning. Oh, yes. Do you want a cup of tea?
Oh, no, thank you. I was wondering, Rue and I here,
Yes.
we were going to go down to the festival in a little bit. And actually, we were wondering if you had anybody else that could potentially take over the bar, take over some waitressing. She has some friends that are coming into town, and we're hoping we could go visit them in their town as well.
How might that be good for the inn's pocketbook? Yes.
Well,
You see, when we pay you a wage.
yes.
You wouldn't have to pay us for those days.
Exactly.
But who do we pay to work instead?
There is Tobin.
Tobin is 12.
I know, Mother, but then I was absolutely 12 when I
All
started
for
reading.
persuasion.
Oh,
Remember, you are camera left.
Camera left.
Hang on, where's my
yeah, it's hard to look over there.
6?
No, can I try?
I
I know, but he's over here.
I'm you know, I'm sorry, dear, but with the festival coming up, you know, Gandry, our other employee, he took leave. You know, his aunt died.
Perhaps I could find somebody that might take over for a few days,
Yes, I mean,
a few weeks.
place.
I don't know. You know what? Let me go to the festival and I shall find somebody, and I'm sure somebody will be there that would love a chance to be here.
We could even find somebody.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Two people.
You find me those two somebodies, I tell you what. We'll think about it.
Excellent. All right.
Just then your father walks in, whose name is
Edward.
Edwards. Oh, what's going on here, Yarna dear? Oh, my dear Celine. Oh, you need new shoes.
No,
Daddy
no
won't
problem.
know.
We are going to go find some people that could potentially work in our place. Yes.
Is it a boy?
No, boy.
Only women.
Should I get my crossbow?
I think not. No, there's no men. No, just to work in my place because Rue here has some friends coming into town, and then they're going back to their hometown, and they're hoping we could come for a little visit. And I've never left Honeyridge, and I would love to just go and see maybe a town just down the road for a day or two or a week or 5.
They are women friends.
Yes.
Just
Well, Yarna looks like laser eyes, like I'm going to murder you in your sleep later. He's like, Yarna. I mean, Rue is okay with this, so. And just then you hear Gerald, hey, no ways up here. Give me drinks. I'm out of shots.
Thank you, Rue. I promise, Dad. It will be okay. I promise.
Well, if Rude's okay with it.
Yes. Rue is on top of it. Rue is very, very dependable.
Yeah, I agree.
Excellent.
Okay. You hear that, Yarna? Yarna's like, he's like, kind of scared. So Runa going back up front with Gerald, he's got an empty bucket, completely empty bucket. He says, refill my bucket, damn it. I went through my schnapps too quick. It's an important date for me, so I was drinking more.
Gerald, every day is an important date for you.
This one's more important.
Oh, what's so special about today?
And this is a very strange thing you've never seen Gerald do before. So he comes in every day, right? And he drinks and drinks, and he always gets a bucket of schnapps. And he sits there and he reads and drinks. And you've never seen him look like this before. He looks almost sad. And maybe and he kind of looks off in the distance and snacks back to it. And it's like, so, yeah, schnapps, honey schnapps. You got any raspberry schnapps?
Let me go check in the back.
Okay. Well, I'll be waiting up here. I got a flask. We pull a little flask out.
Hey, OOC, do we have raspberry schnapps?
Roll for inventory.
Roll for inventory.
I would say that they would have raspberry schnapps in the bag. Yeah.
Okay, because we had said there was only honey, so I wasn't sure. Okay,
Good.
Rue?
Memory. Holy crap.
Rue comes back into meet with Gerald and shows him the raspberry schnapps and pours him some. to have.
Okay. So he takes the bottles of schnapps. He puts it. Did you give him a bucket of water?
Yes, I refilled his bucket of water.
He puts it in the bucket of water. And he puts his hand on it. He's sitting there. It's still water. And he looks down and he goes, shit. The bar's on fire.
Oh,
Gerald!
And it's spreading.
What is going on?
Get the water! Get the water on the bar.
Hang on 1 moment. Oh, do I have anything for this? Hang on. Let's see. I don't think I actually do.
It's spreading.
You know, I really. Celine runs to the back and she grabs just like a bucket of water and just throws it.
All right,
Just-
make a dex check.
Fuck.
fuck.
See if you can-
I do not have good dexterity.
It's like
Wait, I can make one.
I can do it.
I have really good dex.
you can try.
Wait,
and
a
put the water
dexterity
out.
throw? Oh.
Yeah.
I can
Dexterity,
also
yeah.
try to put the water out.
You can, yeah. You would probably grab some water too.
Okay, hang on a moment.
Oh,
A 14.
wow. Okay, yeah, I got really high too. I got 17 plus
So
5.
you both come with buckets of water just at the nick of time. And Gerald's like standing up at this point and he's like kind of stumbling and he's like, I think I used the wrong spell.
Gerald, what's going on?
And your father, Edward, comes out and he says, for fuck's sake, Gerald, get the fuck out of my goddamn, or my Vadrina damn bar.
God's damned.
Gosh, goddamn bar.
Father,
You two, throw him out.
no,
Throw him into the street. Throw this bum into the road.
He comes every day and he gives so much
And
money.
Yorna comes out and she's like crossing her arms, is looking.
oh, come on, Gerald. It's okay, Gerald. And Celine just kind of wraps, like links her arm with his and gently starts like walking him towards the door.
So he's walking and going, where are we going? I'm not done with my day yet.
I know. I think we just need to be done for today. Just for now, perhaps.
Why? Why today?
You did set the bar on fire.
Just now?
Just a little bit.
What? Who?
You,
Are
darling.
you sure?
Just a little bit of fire.
Oh, it's a ghost.
No.
No.
Just a little bit of fire.
Should I go home?
Why don't you come to the festival? I'm sure they have schnapps down there.
Oh, beach schnapps.
Yes.
Beach schnapps.
There will be.
You know, you guys have forsaken me.
No,
Horville will take me.
no, honey, no.
Let me just
Gerald.
pay you for the trouble. And at this point, you and him are outside.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the end. You know, the blacksmith's across town. Says, let me just pay you. And he goes to grab his gold and he pulls out this capsule. He's like, what the fuck is this? And he throws it on the ground and it breaks. This green gas emerges, and you hear the screeching. And so, like, a creature comes out of it in this green puff of smoke. And so you guys are up the road. You're at the blacksmith.
We're not there yet.
You're just up the road.
You said we're up the road. Listen.
You see this.
You smell raspberries?
Yeah, and you guys are watching this from across the
What is
street.
that?
Like, what's this drunk
Up
guy
the
doing?
road.
He throws this object on the ground. It cracks open. Green gas. This creature emerges. You should probably roll for initiative.
Okay, Rue sees the green grass and runs out to see if Celine's okay.
Will you please stand? Stand in front of me. There's a thing that appeared on the road.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I got a 20. It's two.
A 2.
All right, so 1
I got
minute.
10+1.
Oh, wow. That was not bad.
That's my initiative. bonus.
Oh, shit. Okay, let me see here. Do we know what the creature is?
I got a 13.
1 sec. So, okay, 15 through 20.
Anybody got 15 to 20?
At 20.
Babe,
Oh, 20. Okay.
did you get a 15 or higher?
I got 16.
Sorry, I almost wrote Bryn.
I know. I literally.
No, I almost called him
Bryn,
Baldain and
it's
all sorts of
so
different
hot.
names. I don't have my notepad either, so I
Cal, what
can't.
did you have?
I had a 13,
This is a
13.
new campaign.
but somebody had a
that
15. I don't
started.
know who it was.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's
you have a
going to be
15?
about
I
a
have
year
a
longer.
So Boom is right here with the blacksmith,
Okay.
being a little crazy.
That's boom.
Can you see that okay, Alex?
Do we need to do we need to
Boom.
pick it up just a
Yeah.
little bit?
It
Like,
might be a little difficult to pick up.
Yeah, let's.
They're kind of small, the figures anyway. The buildings are big.
we'll make sure we can
Over
point to
here.
who is who.
Which one's
This is Boom.
Boom.
That looks like Boom.
This is Fazra.
If
I
you move
think.
that blue building back a little bit, you should be able to see.
Yeah,
Boom,
I
right?
That's
think
Fazra?
you're right.
No.
No,
that's
You
Fazra.
can move the
Oh.
blue building
Oh.
almost all the way back to
Gotcha.
here and still be in
Mhm.
frame.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is me.
There's a cow here.
That's me.
Okay, there's
This
a
is.
cow.
I gotta paint him, but this is
How so?
guys.
So
Yep.
cute.
Let the DM.
This is Fazra. This is Mel.
Yeah,
Here
Mel.
is Lakin and
Cole Grimmer.
Cole
Call
Grimmer.
me Cole if you want.
This is Gerald the drunk laid out on his ass. And there is Celine, I'm just forgetting them, and Runa.
All right.
And so out of this little capsule that he has pulled, you see
Ooh.
this monstrosity appear.
Oh,
Yes, that is a monstrosity.
That's
Holding up the mouth, looking
Has
diseased.
a mouth.
This goth is out for some blood.
Oh no.
And
What the fuck, Gerald? What the fuck is up, Gerald?
Fucking
What
Gerald.
the fuck
This thing's out for
is
blood,
up,
man.
Gerald?
I just wanted
so
some meat.
up first, actually Mel. First combat move of game.
Mel. I don't think she's fast. I like, okay, so this is hard too, right? And I keep thinking
I
about
know.
Bryn's stats.
know.
So, and it's not the same.
Yeah.
Oh, Bryn.
I know he-
Here.
So 6 spaces.
But, yeah.
Six.
Oh, you're
She's
quick. You're
not
very
as
quick.
fast as Bryn was, but that's okay.
Brennan was also level like 8.
Facts.
And my
Bryn was,
fox.
Bryn was pretty
Bryn
good.
was fast as fuck.
Yeah.
boy.
That's his fuck boy.
That's
That's I am, boy.
That's a book.
Not as quick as a monk,
One,
though.
2,
Facts.
3,
Yes,
4,
that is-
5, 6. Okay.
I'm gonna be out of shot here because this is intense. So you got these, topiaries in the middle, kind of making some cover, a notice board, various little giblets from the blacksmith. Okay, so you have moved to cover. Are you gonna make an attack or?
I think she is just gonna stay there for now.
Okay, so because you started your
Ah,
turn within
They
30
said
feet.
plus 10 for the horns, by the way.
Because you started your character's turn within 30 feet of this dude. Its eye like turned. It has a single eye and it gazed upon you. Like,
No,
make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm good at that.
We'll see.
Callie Bear.
Oh.
That's theirs.
Lincoln.
Yeah, that's mine.
I was so excited.
Wait, but I think I get something extra with my wisdom. Hold on a second. Ouch. No, I know that, but I think I have like another thing with my wisdom. I have an advantage on all wisdom.
Yeah.
Phantom.
I have an advantage on all wisdom saving
Oh,
throws.
so re-roll it then.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. That's very, very useful.
22.
Okay.
Yeah.
You look this bitch test creep in the
I know my first roll was.
What?
It was a 4.
Oh, plus 10 for the horns.
And this thing,
10 for the horns?
this thing tries to stun you like. And
You
you're
can try.
like, not today, motherfucker. And that's
Not
your turn.
today.
But
Like a reward.
the gaw. It's called a gaw. It's like a lesser beholder.
It's called a go. Oh.
It looks around and it tries to get you.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
And it's pissed off and it looks for a new target.
Oh.
And it looks at Orville the blacksmith.
Oh
No, not him.
no. The blacksmith. He has a daughter.
He does have a
He's the
daughter.
one who has a daughter.
And it has rolled that it will cast
Everyone
a
has a
pushing
daughter.
ray at it.
Oh, what the fuck, Gerald?
So
Olivia?
That's
he,
Gerald.
That's
so
him inside.
Orville must
That's
succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet directly away.
Oh no, that was a bad face.
This is a 1. So this thing like rears up its tentacle and just goes
Gerald.
and even in a sickly phase,
Oh gosh.
Orville was like just yeeted.
Boom, help him.
Knocks down a bunch of his blacksmith equipment.
Yeah.
Firing up a second ray, it looks at
Not me.
Bruna.
Ah,
Okay,
man.
so
God
this is
damn
right
it.
on.
Then we'll cast.
Wait.
What?
Let him cast it first.
She has a spell called Don't Cast Against Me.
Can't do it. Not allowed.
I have
Not today,
shield.
Satan.
Does that go after they cast or before?
What does it say? Is it reaction or is it just action?
One reaction,
Yes.
which you take when you are hit by an attack.
Yeah. So wait and see if you're hit by an
Okay.
attack.
Okay.
This one I don't think would work with it though,
Uh-oh.
because he's casting a paralyzing ray on you.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
By an
Try,
attack
try
or
again.
targeted by the magic missile spell.
Yeah. So this really isn't an
Good try.
attack. Yeah.
Rad.
So
Okay.
That's
he
Patootie.
casts a paralyzing ray on Runa. Now you must roll for a Constitution saving throw.
Roll Raggy.
Nervous.
You got this.
You can 10.
That's it.
Yeah.
You are paralyzed.
Oh
You kinda stand at the door, it just hits you. Oh shit! And you're like paralyzed in this weird little section. And
Where's
you're-
Runa?
she's at the door of the inn.
One of these two.
For its third attack,
Oh, boy.
so it will target
Oh, fuck. I fucked up.
with it.
Done did fuck up, Aaron.
It will use
Hey,
an
hey, Ron.
enervation ray.
A what, Ray?
Enervation
What the
ray.
fuck does that do?
Make a Constitution saving
Oh,
throw.
fuck.
Oh man, we're getting high tech here.
What's my constitution?
Hopefully good.
It's +3.
I'm gonna be
That's
careful.
5.
Yeah, that
Okay, no.
Doesn't matter.
That's
So you
amazing.
take a direct 10 necrotic damage.
Whoa.
Okay. Thanks, DM.
So next up
Yeah.
is Runa. Luckily, its gaze is not upon you. It is like facing that way.
Aren't I paralyzed?
You're paralyzed anyway, so
So if I'm paralyzed, I can't do anything, right? No.
that's correct.
Except
So
for thinking
James is
about
trying
how
to kill
fucked
us
you are.
all first
That-
campaign.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just get me next
TBK right
Tuesday,
off the bat.
okay?
Don't tease her.
So next up is Lake.
little.
Me too. Lakin, standing next to his
Dark choice.
comrade. What's your character's name?
Cole Grimmer. You can call me
Grimmer.
Cole.
Cole. I'm gonna cast a cantrip.
Oh, you will.
No, wait. This might be an actual spell. I'm gonna cast protect from evil and good. So I'm gonna do a perception check to see what this creature is.
All right, roll your perception check. I felt that on the table.
It's a metal dice.
Yeah.
So I have to go back a page. I'm new to D&D Beyond, guys, so you have to give me
That's okay.
Just like
No
a
problem.
second.
We're all just having fun.
Yes. I've never played a caster before,
Plus
so
two.
No, plus
Plus two.
I've only
So I
never been.
rolled a 17 to derive what this creature is.
So looking at the creature, you understand it is a goth, right? And a
Okay.
goth really is like a lesser beholder.
So I'm gonna cast.
It is.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna give you a weakness for
it
this
has like
thing.
black.
Oh,
eye
yeah.
paint.
But
And
looking
this
at
is
it,
Mhm.
tears.
you see like this foam appearing on its mouth, and you see like a yellow tint in its eyes. And you can kind of surmise that it might not be at full power.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast a protection from evil and good. It says using this spell ends one willing creature you touch, which my friend here, Cole, within touching distance,
I am.
that he is given a protection from several benefits. Creatures of this type have disadvantage on attack rolls against this target. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. The target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature. This target has advantage on any new saving throw against the relevant effect. So all I have to know is the type of creature and be within touching range of him. So now he is now protected and has advantage against this creature.
Nice. So you got it. So you have put your hand on him. He's protected. Good move from Lakin.
And I will use a cantrip. I will use.
Hold on.
Oh,
What are the actions? You have to read the.
that's a spell slot. I think.
Yeah, but there's spell slots and then there's also actions. So read your action for your previous thing.
Casting time, one action.
And so use your action. And what
Yes.
is the cantrip using?
I'm gonna use. It's at will.
So at will just means you can use it any times throughout the day. The cantrip should have
Casting
a
time,
casting-
one action.
Yes, exactly. So use your one action. If you have something that has like a
I thought
bonus action-
cantrips were.
So
We just went over
Yeah,
this.
so,
bud.
yeah, so cantrips are like unlimited throughout the day as long as you have an action on your turn.
Then I pass my turn.
All right, so next up
Am I protected or
is
not?
You are you have
Basra.
advantage versus this creature.
Basra is next up. What will she do?
My bro.
Fazra is going to how close am I? Like how many feet away am I from the thing?
You guys got her?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3,
Directly.
It's like
4,
Yeah.
30. I'd say 30 feet.
Yeah,
30 or
roughly.
40.
Around 30 feet.
Okay. I'm going to curse it with Hexblade's curse as my bonus action. And then I'm going to back up as far as I can back up,
30 feet. So
How
6
many feet?
spaces.
which is
Spaces.
yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Oh, well. Yeah.
She's a warlock too.
She is a warlock.
you a warlock?
You roll d20 plus your curse
So-
5.
Oh, okay. Hold
D20
on.
plus 5.
Hold on.
Yeah, and I will need to know what the curse does as well.
The okay.
It curses them. What the heck what more do you need?
Curse, James. What more do you need? The curse does this. I I gain +2 bonus to damage rolls,
Nice.
I score a crit on a 19 or a 20, and
All right.
I regain 4 HP if it dies.
Nice.
There you go. There
That's
you
a
go.
very beneficial curse. So, all right. So you have the curse. What does your Eldritch Blast do?
How
How much damage we talking about here?
It's 1d10
Plus
Okay.
4.
plus
Oh, got the Eldritch.
Plus 1d10.
plus 2 because of my curse.
Oh, plus 2 from the curse, yeah.
Yeah. I roll a d10.
Yeah.
This one?
I mean, that works. Ignore the 0.
8, 9, 10.
Yes.
10. 10.
So you shoot this magic bomb at this, beholder-looking creature that just explodes in the side. While you did start your turn within 30 feet of its gaze, you must make, in addition to doing that, it will take the 10 damage. You must make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Raggy.
I'm good at that.
This one?
Yeah, plus 1.
Her wisdom should be higher. She is a rock.
No, -1.
13.
-1.
Plus 1. You're proficient in
Oh.
wisdom saving throws. It's plus 1, I promise.
13.
13. You at the end of your turn, you fail your saving throw, and you are you're stunned.
Oh,
no.
Spot.
Hey, does that mean she shouldn't be at that far away?
She can. It's like at the end of her turn. Yeah. Its eye is like gazing at you, and you're just like,
Well, at least she damaged the fucker.
yeah, she damaged it.
Good job, Meg Jerry.
Watch out for family.
High up the 5s.
Next up,
there better be a part in the
Trey. Colger is up. Colgrimmer.
Colger.
Since you are starting within the gaze of the gaunt, oh goody, you must make a wisdom saving throw.
so
Better be high, no pressure. The other ones will be
But the effect will take place at the end of your turn.
Say that again. No pressure on being paralyzed.
All right, guys,
No pressure. It better be good. Or
we
you'll
are
be
in a battle
paralyzed.
sequence. Can we all rein it in?
Yeah.
Quiet coyote.
Okay.
What check did you need?
Wisdom.
Oh, fuck.
Remember, he rolls at advantage.
Fuck.
What?
He rolls at advantage.
19.
Oh, he doesn't
You
need it.
Plus 0.
So this
You have 0
This-
wisdom?
this one eye having motherfucker like turns its way towards you and opens its eye, and goes, "Meow," and you're like, not today.
Not today.
Satan.
Make your move.
What do I do? Oh, like an attack move.
Yeah, go
Or,
now.
or you move, or
You're over here with me.
Man, I really want to just
So
like,
you
go.
are.
I just want to go
Why are my
right.
dice-
Fucking rage.
I waited so long.
All right, I'm gonna rage, and then I'm going to utilize this moment to.
Remember your camera left. All right.
Okay.
This one is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Clear.
How many movement is one space? 5?
5.
Okay.
Sank.
Yeah, I have 30 speed, so I can
30
move.
divided by
Is why is a javelin a throwing weapon that only has 5 feet range? What the fuck is wrong with it?
No, you should have a different. Is there a slash?
It just says no. It just says 5 feet. Oh, it says range. No, it says range is 5 feet.
Range
Range
is 30
is 30.
feet to
Yeah.
120 feet.
Woo!
Because you can stab people with the javelin.
Ah, so you want to move.
All right.
Does
So,
that make sense? You'd be like,
so since I'm outside of his range to paralyze me currently, I'm going to utilize my javelin that I have in my back, on my back, pull it out, angle it, fucking launch it right at its
Alright.
eye.
roll your
fuck.
No.
Let's see what
What do I get
happens.
for this? Like,
Take a chance.
so I get +2 melee damage, right? With strength weapons. I don't know if that's a strength weapon, is it?
It is not.
So I'm just making sure that I. Yeah. Do I add anything to it?
Right?
What do I add to it? Anything?
Your dex. See through it.
Dexterity. A 4.
Like total or?
Let's just say I missed.
What
Okay.
is your death? Jacob.
So look. So
Hey,
you
do you
throw
remember-
this. You
Huh?
try
Yeah, I have a wait.
Colminger.
Colminger. Like
Cole.
Grim.
Cole. Just call him Cole.
Cole lines up. He throws this. There's
The
all these
javelin I no
eye
longer
stalks
have.
going all over. It just passes right in between.
Rats.
But there's a squirrel.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And it's
I
like,
do need dinner later.
so, it had a little family. It was bringing these walnuts to it.
Oh, no. Cole.
And it goes up and it climbs the tree and it's like,
I will
something
use
goes,
all of this.
oh shit, and just a javelin goes
Oh my
right by.
god, that's the final.
Sad day.
Oh
What
my
is it?
God,
Oh,
34,
what is
11.
it? Oh,
Get lost.
no.
Okay, sorry.
So, it's a
Yeah.
miss. Do you have any other actions before running to the next one here?
Jeez. Well, if I wasn't raging before, I am now. What can I do? Do I have like a secondary action? I have a bonus action of a 2-weapon fighting, but I don't know how to utilize that right now. Like, I don't
You would have to be in range. You have to move into range. How
It's
many
so
how many javelins do you have?
I don't know, dude. One.
you threw your one. You threw your one javelin.
I have 0 javelins. I don't know.
All right. So,
I'm done.
and with that, it is
Guys.
boom is like all of a sudden like, wow, these motherfuckers, or however boom would say that.
Come on, boom.
Well, we were busy. We were busy. What's going on?
I'm
How's she
so in
going?
love with Boom.
How's she going, eh?
Same. Boom, it's your attack.
Okay, so where am I on this little map thingy? It's a little bit blurry.
You
on the end.
are over here, Boom.
Okay. All right, cool. I am going to so if my perspective is looking towards this thing, I'm gonna head diagonally back and right, so like towards the blue house,
Okay.
just to put a little more range.
And what's very good is you are not within the gaze of this gaunt.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're okay.
I am going to Boom's gonna reach out his arm, and a little socket underneath his arm guards is gonna open up, and he's going to shoot a blast of fire towards this thing. He's
Awesome. Okay.
going to be casting Firebolt.
Oh.
Little spellcaster.
Yeah.
Firebolt, you say? I remember that.
So let's see here. That is an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And that's a 10. And I'm gonna activate Boom's Goblin Racial passive, which is called Fury of the Small, which says that
Rage.
which is pretty dope. Once per short rest, you can deal 2 extra damage to any creature a size category larger than yours. So I'm assuming this thing is larger than small.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and use that up. So that's gonna be it's 1d10. I rolled a 10 plus the 2, so that's gonna be 12 fire damage.
So you've heard this thing and it screeches. It's not happy.
And then, assuming this thing is still up and going, I got a bonus action to do. So we're gonna let loose my other little fun toy, which is my homunculus servant, which is a small copper, well, homunculus, a little robot man, and it looks exactly like an even smaller boom made out of copper.
Does it have a name like Boom Junior? Or?
I like Boom Junior. We can. I like referring to him. I like in my head. Boom refers to him as my little friend.
Yeah. Oh, it's awesome. I love it.
So
this is the best years.
We're gonna let loose the homunculus servant. It has a. Let me pull that up because D&D Beyond doesn't like to give me that stat block. It has a 20-foot movement speed or a 30-foot fly speed.
Ooh.
So we're going to have him fly over and get into range to let loose his force strike, which is a 30-foot ranged attack. So just as long as he gets within 30 feet of the thing is fine.
We'll call it.
It's copper.
Oh, copper. All right.
There you go. Boom. Love it.
All right.
And
there is another civilian there.
That is it's a ranged weapon attack, uses my spell attack modifier, so that is also +5 to hit. Oh, that's not very good. That's only a 9.
Yeah, so that just completely misses, but
that's okay. That was fine. That was a good run. But we're
the
good.
goth is kind of pissed off. And it's like, and it spawns 2 more.
What?
God.
Oh my god!
I was not.
We're at level
prepared.
2,
I was
sir.
proud of you until it spawned a couple more people.
Gerald at this point is like passed out drunk in the street.
Can someone wake Gerald the fuck up?
Fucking Gerald.
Gerald.
I don't know who you are, young lady, but Gerald, wake up!
So this Celine's turn.
Celine, all right, so she's gonna go, Gerald, wake up! And then she's going to cast a guiding bolt at the main one. She's gonna give him a little kick. And motherfucker.
Oh, Jesus.
9.
Just barely misses.
And I think that's all. Well, I suppose I have a bonus action. I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy and make it appear as if the bushes over here are slightly on fire to see if I can distract the thing a little bit, the goth.
Roll for what?
Deception.
Deception. Yep. Sorry. It in
Same,
4E,
same.
it was like bluff.
Okay.
Same,
Okay.
same, but
19.
different.
Okay.
The goth turns around and goes, ah! And it averts its gaze to the rear.
Ah, yes.
Oh
And
man.
it looks at these bushes that are on fire. So, up next, at the top of the order, Melvin.
Get it, Mel.
Melvin.
I don't know if I have to move closer. I probably should move a little closer.
Depends on what you're trying to do.
I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and
Okay.
You probably got range for that.
Yeah, you were in a good range.
I'm at a good range.
Yeah, so
Good. I'm gonna stay hidden behind the bushes.
since you're behind some bushes, you have to roll
was a
disadvantage.
vampire
Oh,
bear.
okay, never mind. I'll step
Just
out
gonna
of the
step-
bushes.
I didn't sound
Now roll for your range attack.
yourself.
Wait, how do I do that?
A D20.
Okay.
Add your dex modifier.
In a minute.
You're fine. It's just funny.
I remember.
Oh, I got a cat 20. What's the +2?
Roll max damage.
You got max damage. So
Yeah. This one's an 8. Play a little die.
yeah.
No, you get max
Second
damage.
will
You just
be-
get 8.
Oh, I just get 8. Oh.
Top-notch.
Eight.
Friend.
Plus your dex.
Plus my dex. Is
She
this
doesn't
my
have any
dex?
dex.
Wait,
No,
yeah,
not
what's my
friend.
dex? Or this is my dex?
Heck Wolfie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Your
They don't have any
top-notch
dex. Just kidding.
And then your
Hashtag
proficiency
from
modifier. Because I
Clover.
think your class and race are proficient with ranged weapons. 2.
2.
10.
So 10.
Woo! Yeah.
So you shoot this motherfucker right in the eye.
From the back? It's turned away from me.
You shoot it in the back.
Right through the eye from the back of its head.
And you see, yeah, the arrow pokes up. And there's a sign that goes, and it takes 10 damage.
Wow.
But it has 2 minions. Who are up
Fuck
next.
those minions.
What'd they roll for that?
And the minions come at it. And the
Banana.
same as the Goth. There would be,
Past pains camp.
it like produces out of its tentacles these 2 little gazer things.
Oh god.
And they come towards the last one that attacked.
Oh, no, he got close to me. Oh, both of them.
And we will,
close to me.
and they will attack.
Versus this type of creature. Huh?
Mel.
Ah, fuck.
You do?
Versus these type of creatures.
And so reaching out, they will
Back,
shoot.
back.
They've got like little rays, just like their big papa.
Big
The first one will shoot
when it
I mean, big
pop.
A what?
a fear ray.
Okay.
There's one
Oh,
more
it's gonna
shot.
make me
It goes,
afraid.
You must make a wisdom saving throw.
Give me some.
Oh, I got a nat 20.
You're like,
Oh my god.
Okay.
Rolling high.
Okay. That's my wisdom, you say?
Can somebody
Plus
see if she's
3.
cheating?
you're
So
like,
I got a 23.
you're like, I'm not fucking a fear. The second gazer will look at Lakin. It will cast a telekinetic ray.
Okay.
You must make a strength saving throw.
Us.
Yeah,
I know. I am gonna activate the
Yeah, you-
sacred tattoo that I have
What?
As a reaction.
as a reaction.
What?
The twin fates.
Now I'm gonna switch places with my dear friend.
So,
Switching the aggro.
real quick, is it on your arms or
It's on my left arm.
on your left arm?
And my right arm.
It's like there's this whole sequence,
Aw.
just
Hold
like
hands that way.
just like an anime, and it lights up, and, and you hear this, and Lakin and Crumgler
Oh.
Say Cole.
switch places. And now the gazer is looking at Cole.
I have
Do your
to do the
strength check.
saving
Do
check,
your
right?
strength saving check.
Can I give what?
You're like, fuck this shit.
I don't know what he's saying.
19 plus 6.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
20 of the
Ooh,
5s.
yes.
So
I don't know.
you're fine.
Yeah.
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 Next up is the main goth. So the goth is looking around. It sees this bush. It thinks it's on fire. Let me roll
can't use
for
that
it. It's looking at this burning bush. And it's like trying to attack it. And it looks at it and realizes this is not a burning bush.
Nah.
It's not on fire. What? Yeah, screw this bullshit. So its first ray, it's going to target at Mel. Fire ray.
No, what?
You must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
No,
Oh, no,
that's
you
not
have
the
to
good
roll
one.
high.
Okay, don't put on the pressure.
Don't roll high. You're gonna be fine.
It'll be
That's
okay.
probably a good choice.
Quiet.
I have
I
spare the dying.
Anxiety.
I have spare the dying.
I got a 17.
What?
I got a 17.
What was the throw on?
My giant.
The goth turns and it breathes its fire down
I fucking swear.
and misses.
Yeah.
And it rears up another tentacle.
Turned into a bear.
Fires another fire ray at Cole.
Okay.
Take
feel
a
like
dexterity saving throw.
16.
I'm
Which is
sorry.
not that
And
third.
it's pretty good.
It's
So the
Midnight,
fire shoots
otherwise-
at you.
Cool.
Passes
No
right
doubt.
by.
No doubt. No doubt.
No doubt.
No.
For its third spell.
Okay.
Speaking of which, it will actually
And-
target Phosphora. So it's going to target you with the aberration ray. Make a constitution saving throw. You're good at a d20.
Yep.
Yes.
No, 22.
What?
You got a 2?
Plus 2.
What? 2.
It looks at Fozra, and you
Is
just
that
see,
on?
Good job. He's sleeping.
and you see this Asimar just jump out of the way of this like spray that just misses Bruna. So you're stunned.
How do I get unstunned?
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, wait.
It will be really good.
I can do that.
You are a player.
No,
You
18.
deserve the same.
18.
Is
No.
she awakened?
You pull out of your stun.
Can I
Hey,
get
Lana.
it? No.
Here. You have your whole turn up ahead of you.
Turn up.
Okay,
That's like a vegetable.
Bruna is going to cast poison spray at the big one.
Okay.
They have to succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage.
Ooh, so what was the save?
What was your roll? It was 13.
15.
Dang it!
So the thing is like, and you must take now from a stunning gaze a wisdom saving throw.
Well.
Nat 20, bitch.
So you look down this motherfucker. It tries to scare the shit out of you with its eyes. A D10 for damage just from your gaze.
Fuck yeah. 7. Do I add anything
See-
to it?
Add your charisma
Yeah, you add your
modifier.
charisma.
10.
I have that back.
What? 10 plus 3 charisma.
10 damage.
Oh, 10.
10 total.
10
So
total.
amazingly, you stare at this thing, and it cracks. And it
Do
just,
I kill it?
how do you kill it?
Yes.
With my dice too.
You guys. I don't
You did it!
With the first kill of the-
With my stare. I don't
Stare-
know.
Stare it down.
Describe it.
No, I
Describe
stare
it.
it down into the
Okay.
ground.
Spry coyotes. Spry coyotes. Okay.
Yeah,
So
listen.
Rue really powerfully, serious stare into all of his eyes. He's got all those eyes.
There's like 12 of them. Yeah.
There's 12 cows.
Anyway, into all 12 of his eyes with such power and determination, and watches as all of the eyes pop.
Like confetti?
Yes, like
It screams this is happening.
wow. And they all pop, and then he just
Dies.
falls over.
What happened?
Dies.
So the little ones, they just
They're all dead too.
individually pop.
Wow.
What? Stare.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, we don't even know
Little
each other
characters
yet.
for a
We just
second.
fought together. Lee, did you see me? What the fuck? I did not even know that was possible.
You know who didn't see her?
Who are
I've never
these
seen you use your power.
women?
Me either.
I don't think I've ever seen you use magic like ever. I've never seen you use
Like what
magic.
you said.
Yeah.
Let's try it again.
I don't really do it much.
That was amazing.
They don't
Who
really
are these?
care.
Amazing. Thank you. Oh God.
Maidens. Shield maidens.
Sir?
I'm used to more fins.
Mel's
Valkyries?
eyes just kind of flash opal for a second and then go back to her green.
I feel like that's an
No.
anger thing.
I
Did we just
might
witness
be
an
there.
anger thing?
Sir? You are so green.
Oh, well, thank you.
Wait, there's a couple of green.
I know. I see. There's a short green one over there. Is that a goblin?
Is it a goblin?
Sir?
He's from your
Oh,
town.
hold on,
Oh, I've
one
never
second.
met him.
James,
Yes.
is the blacksmith, what's the status of the blacksmith after he got shoved across
So
the
the
wall?
blacksmith
Because the blacksmith-
literally just stood there and was like kind of phased, a little mesmerized, and he snaps out of it and he's like, holy shit, I haven't seen anything like that since the war.
Which war?
It's the war.
Okay, that's unfortunate. I was hoping he got knocked out. I was gonna go freaking study his arm while he was unconscious.
He's kind of dazed. You
Like a
you
war.
could give it a try.
Luke.
I mean, I'm pretty single-mindedly focused on this. I don't really give a shit about this goth. This is small potatoes. We got to figure out how this arm works.
Yeah. What was
James, you
happening?
stay out
I
of
don't
the
know. We got roses.
You are the DM.
Somebody
I'm the DM. I just provide the
stay-
All right,
content.
get up. All right.
We're back in.
So,
Pay for those.
and
Oh.
the gaunt kind of like, you could tell it was sickly. It like falls on its side and just it like deflates like a balloon and just. Gerald the drunk lying on the ground like,
Yeah,
do I? And he looks at Runa.
but with
At
A
Rue.
instead of
Runa.
O.
And it's like, I'm paid up on my tab? Paid up on a tab?
Is he paid up on his tab?
No.
Tab.
Did I sign?
Did he sign the
You
tab?
know what, Gerald? I think you just need to go home and take a nap.
And so when you say that, like, Orville walks over, picks up the blacksmith
Mm.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Wait a
sir.
minute.
with his prosthetic arm, picks up Gerald and says, all right, Gerald, I'll take you home.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I had a few
Yeah.
questions for you.
Are you talking to Orville or?
Oh,
The
Oh.
wizard.
Gerald.
Girl.
Oh, yeah, lad, what the fuck
Sidebar.
you want?
The fucking wizard. I had some questions for you. We were at the library.
Oh, with that gnome.
Yeah, the gnome.
Sprinkle Willie, is that her name?
Tilly.
Tilly.
Sprinkle
Tilly.
gumdrops.
Tilly?
Yeah.
Sprinkle gumdrops.
He said you might have some
Sprinkle Willie.
information on how I could acquire power.
Power.
It's,
You want power?
I want power.
full
What kind
sprinkle.
of power?
Full sprinkle. All the powers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
darling, I think you need to go home.
What kind of power do you want?
Sir,
What do you know
so he's
of this drawing? And I
Oh, my drawing. Yes. This one.
Do you mean the tapestry in the library?
That one. Isn't it like really good?
It's like a children's story.
but who is
But
this
like
man?
those are usually like really important stories.
I mean, to children?
No,
but-
no, no. Like adults make them like children's stories out of like.
And
really
he's like
important events.
pirate ironing. Arguing it at the time.
Celine walks up
That's
at this point and
It's
like
important.
very gently puts her on.
I say, excuse me, miss. Who are you?
My name is Celine. What is your name, sir?
Oh,
Rue quickly joins Celine.
I am switching Lycan.
Lycan, sir.
Lycan.
Sir?
Sir?
Lycan. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
not
I-
sir.
you know,
werewolf.
Sir, yes.
I go by they, them.
Oh, I do apologize. Lycan person.
Thank you.
I know Gerald. He frequents our tavern here. I don't think he's quite in the right mind. Maybe we get him down for a nap and we can talk. Do I know anything about this tapestry?
Is usually the best.
You've seen it
indicator of truth.
before, like in your childhood. Everybody in town knows about it, but it's very mundane.
Okay, but
It's like,
I
what's
can
in
tell
the
you. I can tell you a little bit about this tapestry.
You know
And yeah,
about this
yeah,
tapestry.
I do. Why don't we? How about this? Let's get Gerald home, and we can convene later.
You know what they say about alcohol?
I do.
It's for the soft-minded.
Excuse me, Gerald does not fit that description.
Which one?
he-
Soft-minded or like other things.
All of the drug descriptions.
The-
So he's gonna go home, but I promise he will be back
And who
tomorrow.
are you?
I'm Runa.
Have you studied
Nice to meet you.
at the
I
library?
think she's the one that stared that thing to death.
Oh,
Hi, I'm Mel, and
oh,
I actually worked at a library.
you work at the library?
The
I-
same one?
No,
Oh,
I'm actually I'm from the Cloud City. My
one second,
aunt.
one second.
My aunt.
Isn't that the small library?
Which one?
No, no.
Like, make a history check.
16.
Oh,
So
There you
you know,
Did I stroke my?
Cloud City is but a nickname for a city. I have not come up with a big cool name for yet, but it is a floating city to the north of here, floating in the clouds. Rich,
Mhm.
I know
history,
Oh, rich history.
very prestigious.
Okay.
If she's saying
Mm.
she's from the Cloud City Library, you're like, oh,
Oh, okay. Let me
like, you
let me
know-
rephrase this.
big library.
So Yeah, so
yes,
my
madam.
aunt actually owns the library, and so I've been able to study there for many, many years.
May I call you madam?
I have some books.
Madam?
Sure.
Yes.
You can call me Mel.
Mel.
What can I call you?
I am.
It's very good.
Just leave this like
One second.
gently pat from lovely darling.
One second. We'll show him in a second. One second. Yes. What were you saying?
I have some books with me as I've been researching the city of Honeyridge for a few weeks now.
Weeks. That's a long time.
That's where we are.
Yeah. You know about the ceremony
The Reagan.
with the
I know
Reagan site.
some.
with the
Yeah,
Christ-
I do. I do know
It's
some.
lovely.
And if
it's
you
very
like,
fun.
if that's okay, it appears that you two work here.
And this is my family's friend.
We live
Madam,
here.
please continue.
I'm going to let them finish their
Oh.
sentence first.
Okay.
But then I would
They
happily.
work here, yes. Do you work at the library?
Would you mind maybe sitting us at a booth and I can maybe assist these gentlemen in?
Who's your friend here? Who is your friend?
Oh, this.
No,
this
no, no,
man.
not you.
Oh, oh.
We'll get to you in a moment. But who is this?
No, the one with the halo.
The one with the halo.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Fazra. I'm also a scholar. I know a lot about books. You seem super interested in books.
Guys, I've been away from scholars for so long.
I have a feeling.
But your
like-
friend, was holding up this really cool picture, and I was hoping to see it a little bit more.
This one. I drew it.
I love that. Will you draw a picture for me?
All right.
Draw.
Make another dex check.
Oh God, this is so bad.
Drawings.
Is it cocked?
Between a
Roll again.
We're gonna
Do
go
it again.
No, no, I like this. We're gonna go for non-natural 20 here.
Oh,
Roll it again.
Roll
Oh,
again.
yeah, it's cocked.
that's still pretty good, yeah.
That's good.
So you draw it. I mean, it is very good for. I mean, your background.
fly.
It's on the fly.
Yeah.
It's not as good as your original, but it's pretty gosh darn good. You make a second copy.
Oh, thank you so much. I love it so much. I'm going to keep it forever.
You are so incredibly talented. And this is what you do. It's like I just like a
This is even what I do.
Oh my God.
I do axes in people's heads.
Remember that side quest we went on?
No,
I saw so much of
Yes.
that.
because you did.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I just thought that all good
So,
with axes
and you
in
two
people's
ladies,
heads.
you're from
Second level
Honeyridge,
Goliath
correct?
artist.
Have you lived here for a while?
This is my family's tavern. We own the Stumbling Bee.
I would love to get
what
to know
means?
you a
The
little bit
Stumbling
more.
Bee.
Can we loot this dude, please? I have people to pay for
Sure.
things to think
No,
like you
Roll
know.
for insight.
People, okay?
No, roll
Well, I meant
for
like people to pay.
roll for investigation.
Nat 20, bitch. Nat
Wow.
20,
Has to
bitch.
be a
Doesn't even
first
matter.
page.
I don't have a plus to that modifier,
So-
but a nat 20.
When you go into the body, you pull out a fat sack of 500 gold.
Fucking coin, guys.
Okay, sir.
I-
Children.
Let's go.
I look.
Coin. Oh,
I look at my dear.
Sit back
I look at
Did
my
you
dear
get-
friend. I say. I look at my dear friend. I say, "Is there any books?"
Is there any books?
Wow, you really
book.
like
Huh?
books.
You find one book.
Oh, I found a book.
What does it say?
I can't read it. You're still
Oh,
teaching
so
me.
The title of it is in a language you can't understand.
Which one?
Oh, yeah.
Lakin looks at it,
They can look at it.
make another history check, to see if
Make
you
a
can
history
decipher
check.
the language.
You have to go to your
Have
D&D.
cantrips.
You have to go to your D&D Beyond. Fuck, dude.
Not good.
It's like a +3.
And what is it? History?
Yeah, I think it's a +3.
So 8.
Looking at the book, you look at it and you're like, I don't know.
At least discern what
I am
language it is.
uncertain.
Can I cast a cantrip?
If you would like.
Can I cast comprehend languages?
You can't find any.
Give it a shot. What does it say?
For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language. Spoken that you hear.
Spoken, yeah.
And wait, you also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface of which the words are written. It takes about 1 minute to read read 1 page of text.
So cast it.
1 action, self, duration 1 hour.
So upon like touching the words on this page, you read about.
No, you just guessed it.
You cast it. You
can listen.
You get to hear about it.
It is a first level slot though.
So you have to click this first level slot.
Just
My last.
listen.
It's my last slot. Okay.
So the title of it. No, it's a cantrip. He doesn't click anything.
No, it's a first level spell.
Click the spell.
You read the Undercities, their technologies, and their current advancements. And before like the spell ends, it kind of retreats into this other language.
I have 1 hour duration on my spell.
Oh,
It took you a while. It says 1 minute per page.
so you can read the whole book if you wanted.
I read the first cover and I said, thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna hold on to this.
It's
You're
yours.
right.
So yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
toy with it for an hour. Roll again at the end of the hour. We'll see what you know.
Just gonna hold on to it for now.
Can I take a look at that?
Who are you?
We already.
I know, but I've forgotten.
This is
We
Mel.
have the whole cover.
She has beautiful hair and lovely eyes.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
And a library.
Oh, yes. You have a library in the sky. Yes, please. I have my notes, Mel. I don't know who people are.
Oh,
Here you go, Mel. Yes, please take a look at this. See if you recognize it.
Melvin.
No. Melvin, how are you?
can I look at it and see if I know what language it is?
Yeah.
Sure.
I-
Try for a history check.
I got a 13.
I didn't grab any notes.
So, I'm looking at it. It is quite clearly written. It is quite clearly written in Celestial.
Oh,
I speak that language.
you do speak that language. Can I
Native tongue.
give this to my friend? She actually speaks Celestial. Maybe she can help you break the book down if you're interested.
Absolutely. It takes me about a minute a page, which is absurd to me.
Okay.
And
Well,
probably for her too.
You an angel?
yeah. Yeah. I am an angel.
Did the halo give me away?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Did the halo give it away?
I mean,
Give it
yes,
away,
but also
give it
the
away.
celestial. I just wonder if maybe you just had like this beautiful glowing aura around you, and I was just stunned by your beauty. I'm so sorry.
Oh, thank you. So I'd like to read the thing.
Understand. Yeah, a good portion of it. It really is a history of what is called the Fate Weaver. Upon reading and noticing numerics and celestial, you realize there's like a good 60 pages missing and ripped out of this book. It's a really beat up book. The title is smudged, but the basic synopsis is the fate of Gaiad, which is the world that we live in.
Oh.
Okay.
You saw that?
Is controlled by and or influenced by one who is known as the Fate Weaver. Is really what you surmise from this. The Fate Weaver lives in a location amongst the clouds,
Amongst the clouds.
may only be revealed to mortals upon planetary alignments,
We're in one of those.
We are in one though.
and
We are.
Festival spout.
God, we're bad at this.
knowing a special incantation
Oh, we might know
to
that.
ascend to the proper. Proper.
Proper.
That's, you know,
He just
I got you.
Do you know the incantation?
proper incantations. He was set into the proper alignment to converse and interact with fate weavers. That is essentially what the book concludes.
I look at Phosphora. I say, does it have any more information? Incantation.
What did you say?
Incantation.
You know what?
Does it have any more information on it?
No, it just says that you have to know the incantation. It doesn't say what it is.
All right.
No,
Thank you.
no.
And this is about the fate weaver.
I'm pretty
feel like-
confident that it's factual, though.
Yeah.
I feel like Gerald might know.
Okay.
As all of you are conversing, the mayor himself,
Yeah.
Mayor Huxworth, this very fancy mayor walks up. He walks up and says, "My goodness, my gracious, you all are just a blessing to this town."
Aw.
Gerald, the drunk wizard, who we should have run out of this city
Oh, man.
years ago.
I mean, he's the wizard.
Oh,
He's not
Yeah,
all
I
that
mean,
bad.
he is a wizard.
have you seen? He set
After all.
fire to your father's tavern.
I
You
know.
released this
only
monster
everyone's
upon
not-
us.
It's only like, yes.
Only a wizard would do such things.
He said he was trying to take care of him. He was sick.
Yes.
As
My darling?
he is talking, you see
Literally.
the like monster's body fully deflate, and it just explodes.
Das fuck.
Huxley?
No, the monster.
Oh, the blacksmith?
so-
Yes.
Everybody within
God, I have to
range,
hold off on
including the
it.
townsfolk, must make a dex saving.
Oh, bummer,
Fuck
bro.
my life.
I have advantage on that.
I have absolute shit decks.
Oh, I got a nat 20.
Oh my gosh.
The nat 20s today have been
I
amazing.
got
You
one.
get to my dice.
Oh, Ariel.
Well,
This is my like lucky dice.
I got a
That
19.
So you're good. You're good.
I got a
What'd you
10.
get? That you're bad.
I got a 12.
I got a 15. 13 plus.
So the ASMR
11.
11.
and 11. So
Names, please.
Lakin, Basra,
I got a
Celine,
Damn, son.
I have a
Runa,
-1.
you all would take 8,
Rough, bud.
8
Like,
damage?
rough,
Was
buddy.
I included in
no,
that?
12,
It's like, you know.
Wait
How
a
much
second.
do I get?
Are you rolling?
12 damage.
12
Well,
total?
Two?
12 damage?
Who was on that
As,
list?
as the body decays, it just
Celine gets absolutely hammered with this and just about kills over. I'm down to 1 hit point.
What?
Oh my gosh.
as this happened, the mayor's like, "Oh my goodness, do you need help?"
I could use can we go inside, please? Don't feel very
Well, we can
good.
go inside. Let's go inside the end and talk. All of you who just fought this beast, can we come talk? Even you, the green one,
Which screen?
Yeah, there's multiple green ones.
the little green one
The little.
with the angry armor.
Oh, that's him. He's got cool.
I'm going to. I have a thing called Lay on Hands, and it's a healing power that can restore 5 hit points. And I'm going to touch. Don't tell me. I'm going to touch Celine, and I am going to restore 5 hit points to her.
Oh, you are a darling. Thank you.
The mayor's like, "You all get a table with me. Speak for a minute. It'll be quick."
Sure, Mayor.
Yes, sir.
Come
Let's
on.
do it.
I see your wounds, but it's okay. You know, this is a happy town. Happy, happy, happy.
Yeah, we're so
It seems-
happy.
Something.
Very happy.
Mayor
Yeah.
Hawksworth, let me
Very
help
happy.
lead you in.
Okay, thank you. And he like takes Runa by the arm. He's a little older. Runa, where is the best seat in the house?
That would be the corner booth, away from all of the regular patrons of the bar.
Yes, yes. Well, I would like to be by the regular patrons, but there's nobody in here. It's before noon, so it's a little early still. So we'll take the back booth. Oh, you all come sit.
Yes, yes.
And you see
Reluctantly sit.
and him also wave over Garlock,
It's not E.
his personal chef.
Yeah, it's L.
Just now. Come closer.
We're here, Mayor. What is going on?
I hate to trouble you, especially you, Celine. You've been such a good girl. I've
Hmm.
watched you grow up in this town.
Jesus.
You know, I'm on my 14th election cycle.
Yes, Mayor.
That's
I was
quite a lot
aware.
of elections.
Yes. The people love me.
Yeah.
To keep it that way, I am doing my best. Now you must know. He starts to take out a pipe and I'll pack it. We've had a little incident at the temple.
What temple? Of Adrena?
Yes, about a half day's hike to the north, south of the mountains here. But we've had some clerics gone missing.
All from the same temple.
All from the same temple. That is what High Priestess Marin says.
Okay.
Rue gives
Yes.
Celine like kind of like a side eye, like
Yeah. They like lock eyes for a moment.
Okay.
Across the room and then-
All of you. One of our rangers, he goes by the name of Cellar Door. Do you know Cellar Door?
Do I know cellar door?
I can say I
Make
do
a
not
history
know.
check, I guess.
Hang on one moment.
You can make a history check as well. You can tell.
Sorry about that.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna keep that.
Can I do a history check?
Yeah, from the town.
13?
Even with the name?
And what is
History.
Not 20 bits,
19.
not that 20 bits.
so you are not quite sure, but Runa, you remember working the bars at night. You remember this ranger who comes in. It has to be once a month.
Don't know.
He usually comes in, there's some kind of bounties collected, and he's like a tabby cat.
Tabaxi?
Probably a tabaxi. With some orange type fur, little beat up, a little mad, and not very social. He usually sits in the corner by himself, but you would absolutely remember him from working the bar.
And his name is what? Cellar door?
Cellar Door.
Cellar door. Okay.
That's where the best needs kept behind.
Hold the door.
Hold on.
Using this information, Mayor says, "Do you know Cellar Door?"
I've seen him once or twice in the bar.
Yes, yes. A member of the East Rangers Company from here. I'm really based out of Portland, but I don't know why he comes here. He takes many jobs, but lately he has come with me to with a lead. I had to pay money for this lead. Oh my goodness. A lead on at least one of these clerics who might be missing.
Okay.
And what was that lead?
Well, that I can't tell you unless you accept the terms.
I'm
And
All
what
of you.
are those terms? I don't know them yet.
So you rolls out a contract,
Hold on.
Jesus.
climb to the mountains, find Celador, find out what you can about these missing clerics from the Temple of Vadrina, and come back. It is really weighing heavy on our hearts.
I definitely, this is something that I do feel like we should do. I am a cleric of Vadrina.
I mean, we already talked about it. You know, I'm with you.
I like to climb mountains.
You are
I
more than
hear-
welcome.
I hear the temples
Yes.
have great knowledge in the past
Mayor,
of this continent.
has
Always.
anyone else gone missing besides clerics in the area? Any tradesmen?
I mean, besides the wives' tales of mothers leaving their children, but besides the mothers leaving their children, I don't think there's any else more. Have you heard this tale, Celine?
Have I?
Mothers and their children in this valley?
Tail DM?
Your mother is here. You may have.
Should I roll?
Roll this history again.
20.
You have definitely heard of this tale.
Mothers in this valley do not stick around for a very long time.
Yeah, no, I
There are
mean,
many theories. charlatans wanting to be free, not wanting to be weighed down. They're always leaving after a certain point in time for one reason or another. Not just this town, a lot of towns in this valley. It's a rumor.
Okay. Yeah, no, that there has been, I know of the folk stories of women leaving the children. I don't know how factual they are. There's tales of craziness, fairies, all sorts of things, but I never talked.
Where is your mother?
Are we talking to the mayor?
Yeah.
Okay. Mayor. That's a great question. I have no idea. Pretty sure she's dead.
What about Lewin?
Who's
Where's
that?
Lewin's mother?
The blacksmith, the blacksmith
Blacksmith's
daughter?
daughter?
I mean, I don't know. I thought she passed away, and she was very young.
This is getting fishy,
Not
guys.
necessarily. I mean, nobody knows what she disappeared 8 years ago at the previous Rikens festival.
8?
The last
I've been babysitting her since I was young myself. I
Excuse me,
always
Mayor.
assumed she had gone
Yes.
missing.
How
much
often
earlier than
does the
that.
Riken cycle happen?
Every planetary alignment. Really, only Lord Eredor knows this.
Really? It's a festival that you have in your town every time. You don't know the
No, some-
occurrence?
Sometimes it's a 2 planetary alignment.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes
The full
it's
planetary
a
alignment
6 planetary alignment.
that you
Yeah.
guys schedule for. You don't know the. Yes.
This is good.
You don't know the occurrence? It's a festival that you guys held.
We only look at the star charts, and our Lord Eredor guides us.
Let's get back to Vadrina. What does
Where
what
do
do
I find this Lord Arendor?
Lakin? Apologies.
At the Godane.
Hey, bud, they're interrupting people.
Oh, my apologies.
No, it is completely
Where's the
fine.
Gordain?
The Godane. Yes, the apiary estates just outside of town.
Yeah.
I don't see what this has
outside
to
of town.
do with anything.
Okay, Samaya, please, let's bring it back. Missing clerics, missing mothers, and the Lewin, the Stone Festival. What does this all have to do with anything, and where do we begin?
I think we go up the mountains.
We
How
obviously go
sweet.
to the Lord's house.
Celador came to me,
Celador.
with a lead on the missing clerics.
In the mountains, right?
And
Cellar doors in the mountains.
Celador comes to this this very inn, some nights. I don't know.
Yeah, he hasn't been in a while.
He has not.
We should go to the mountains.
You must find him.
Like
Where do you know in the mountains, sir? What is your name?
Colgrimer?
Olgerber. Yes. Have you been in the mountains lately?
I don't know about these mountains, but yes, mountains from them.
There are many switchbacks. I wouldn't want you to get lost.
Okay, what?
I know where natural, like I have an internal compass. Okay. I know where north
Okay.
is without even looking at a compass. It's
Trust
that way.
This guy, he wakes up in the morning.
And I
We
point
know
north.
the way north.
Well,
Oh,
you look at the sun.
what a interesting skill.
Mayor, where was the last
Beautiful.
place that Celador was seen? And what is the best way to contact him? Does he have any other contacts?
I would say, I mean, there's the Rangers Guild on the outside of town. Otherwise, you can wait for him at the inn.
Okay,
Most-
so this is my parents' inn. If you guys are in, all of you, I know we've just met, but taking care of that terrifying thing was we worked well as a team, I believe.
I failed, but
If
yeah.
you'd like, I can probably talk. My parents own this inn. We could probably have a couple days stay here and seek out Celador at the Rangers station, just on the outskirts of town. Perhaps tomorrow morning we could. It's morning right now, is it not?
It's like afternoon.
Tell you what, I have my own agenda for coming to Honeyridge, and I would like to talk to each of you individually. However, I can't leave knowing this information about these missing clerics and not help. So I'm in.
That seemed a little investigatory. That's a
I'm
word.
sorry, what?
Investigatory. It's a word, at least from now on.
Beautiful. But
Thank
under
you.
the condition that once we solve this mystery of the clerics, you help me with my agenda.
Well, what if
Can we know about the agenda before we say yes?
Sure.
Okay. Also, P.S. Celine, we do still have to find our replacements.
Absolutely. Actually, do you think perhaps?
What are you guys talking about? Replacements?
So my parents own this place.
Okay.
We work here
Yes,
as
yeah.
bartenders.
Where the soft-minded come to let go of their problems.
Absolutely. We just need to find 2 people to take over our position.
Smooth brain.
gone.
Yes.
So perhaps while we are on our way.
Y'all are working right now?
No,
No, not right now.
No,
not right now.
because we're
I'm-
kind of busy here.
I'm looking for replacements.
Ah,
So perhaps on our way to the Rangers, we could
great.
pull
Hmm.
some randoms off the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
And send them back here to work. All they have to do is
Ah.
it's pour me.
I have one person for you guys.
You do?
At least, yes.
Whom?
I'd like to cast a cantrip.
Warlock coming in clutch.
Warlock? Who said?
Both
who
of
said
them,
what?
by the way, both of those warlocks.
Who said?
Yeah.
Warlock? I would like to cast Unseen Servant.
Create persons.
Never mind. I'm out of spell slots.
Oh,
It's not
no.
a
What a
cantrip.
tease.
So who is this person you were talking about, Legan?
I'm feeling really tired after that battle. I might need a rest.
Look,
Tell you
Yeah.
what,
a person.
it doesn't make it worse.
As you were saying this, another patron walks into the bar. I got no money, but I want a drink.
Hmm.
That
Would
got any work?
you like to work here
How,
We want
how
you.
many hours?
for some money?
We'll start at 1 day and we can just go from there.
You work as many days as you can drink in a day.
So he's a half orc. He's like, tell you what, last time I worked at a place, they only fired me once.
That's
Yep.
Legit. Let's go. 1 person down. Tell you what, let's head out into the town, make our way to the ranger station, and find people along the way.
Do you have a
As
friend?
you're- And as you were leaving,
We're not leaving yet.
but as you're saying this,
Do I have a-
crosses his arms. He says, how are you paying him, Celine?
Alcohol
With my salary, Father.
and mead.
Wait, I do have a spell slot left. Unseen Servant. Over.
Tattoo of it on your forearm.
I walk over to that wagon and I rip off a little piece of wood.
I wonder if
Okay.
And then from my own cloak, I find an odd string and I rip it off. And using these, I say, I use a symbol. And I create a mindless, shapeless medium
From Disney.
that performs simple tasks
Honor.
at my command.
Oh.
So you perform this
And it lasts 1 hour.
spell. 1
But
hour.
they don't know this. So I'm going to say it's a permanent replacement. I have this
All right.
mindless
Blade.
simpleton.
And so going
Sure,
to
right.
Celine's parents, they're both standing there cross-armed. Okay. What does he do?
Anything I say.
What doesn't he
He
do?
will serve drinks.
Make a perception check, or no, a persuasion check.
Oh, fuck, bro.
What did you get?
7. It's a +2.
They put you a lot of work at 1 a.m.
This
So the parents look up. What the hell are we supposed? Do you think we're stupid?
But
Gerald tries to cast this shit all the time.
He does whatever I say.
We do a better job.
Hi, Celine, is it?
Yes,
Celine,
yes.
hi.
Hi.
You're lovely.
Thank you.
How long have you worked here?
My whole life.
Okay, how old are you?
25.
You can leave.
Oh,
Yeah. I just wanted to tell you, just
Yeah,
for somebody that's been disappointed by his parents his whole life, you can leave at any time.
Mother, father,
Is
I am going to go and find clerics, and they're missing. And this cat talked to me, and I need to go find. I need to go find. Don't worry about it. We're gonna go find these missing clerics.
So your mother is like, well, I guess you don't care about the company's pocketbook.
I absolutely do.
Your father's like,
and just one more little bit of advice. No is a full sentence.
You're not wrong, are you?
you throw a period
he's like,
in.
so he comes and grabs you by the shoulder.
She sounds smarter than you.
They need your help.
They do need my help, father.
Who is this cat?
You know, that is a
Dun, dun.
very long story. Tell you what.
Came to her in a dream, actually. It wasn't like a real cat.
Oh no, it was absolutely.
So, like I said, I
You know-
have an agenda. So if we're done here, are we ready to
Let's head
So
out.
the father says, I trust Runa.
She is wonderful.
She's a peach.
She has like really intense
guy
eyes.
I don't really know her.
She has really
She
intense.
stared
stares.
at Gaunt to death. So don't go. We'll make do. You have
Runa,
this half-wit with us.
dear,
We'll figure it out.
my friend and I never got
wonderful.
our food that we wanted when we came in here. Anyway, we could get some sandwiches for the road.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
I'll run in the kitchen real quick.
You're the best.
Get some snacks. We got.
All right, why don't we gather sandwiches? Is anybody object to finding this ranger station?
So the mayor is
Hold
like
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Oh, we got
I
him.
forgot you were there. You're so tiny and I don't look at your ears.
I've been looking over this contract this entire time and like, where's the money? What am I doing here? I don't see a
Well-
payment anywhere.
Do you loot the guy that we just beat? He paid us.
I
The
saw
mayor
you pick
was
up a big bag of money. I didn't see any of it come my way, meat bag.
Hey, here's I don't know how much this is. I think it's 50. What?
Oh, you give him 50 and me too.
Wait, you're giving out money?
You gave her two. You didn't give me any.
Money,
All right, guys, I have no such bag
Guys,
of money.
money is not important.
You know, you say this, but we're about to head out into the world. We're probably going to need money.
So what did the contract
You
say,
guys
little
didn't
fella?
What is your name again? I'm sorry, I don't think we ever were properly introduced.
Focus.
Oh, wait, me?
Yeah, too.
You don't know who I am?
No.
He's from this town.
I don't know
Oh
who
my-
you are. I just got here.
Well, if you have to know, I'm the world famous inventor. Boom.
You're an inventor.
Inventor, alchemist, anything. Anything you need, I got you, babe.
You're fantastic.
World famous? I haven't heard about you under the sea.
I've never heard of
I'm
it.
not a C.
Are you published?
All of you. Oh my God. We have so much to talk about, but let's do it on the road.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's chat. Let's go.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
not
hold on. Boom brought up a really good point, though.
You're right.
Are we getting paid?
Samaya,
Yes. Come with me to dinner tonight at my manor. We will discuss terms.
I think we should just discuss them now.
yeah.
The priestess Marin will be there.
I
These
don't-
are for the missing clerics.
I feel like you're dodging the question.
Really does seem like you're not telling us everything.
Well, let me say this.
I'm
May I
allergic
make
to
an
bullshit.
insight check on the mayor?
Let me say this, Goliath. Do you like roasted pheasant?
Not as much as gold.
Well, gold might be there too. We won't take it from town treasury.
Excuse me, Mayor.
The good
Ooh,
people paying
excuse-
taxes.
That
for
sounds
this.
like
Mayor.
money.
Mayor,
Yeah.
the quickest way to Goliath's heart is to feed him.
Well-
But
Roasted pheasant. Tell you what, Goblin.
We haven't had a good
You're
one.
one.
His name is Boom, sir.
Oh yes, he's
Let's go.
Boom. Boom. Do you like roasted pheasant?
Listen here. I can get food anywhere in this place. You're not gonna bribe me with the food. You show me the gold, or we make a deal. Give me what I want. Give me what I'm after.
All right. Well, you drive a hard bargain. There was another adventuring group that came though.
Pardon?
When?
Wait, we're a group now?
Just today
Suppose.
for the Rikens Day Festival. I mean, there are many who are coming to town. Look, I am trying to get help.
Excuse me, Mayor. 1 second.
The town funds are
Mayor.
a little bit low. Yes.
1 second.
Yeah.
You guys also seek power and knowledge?
Knowledge, perhaps.
Power.
Power.
Yeah.
They also seek knowledge
And power.
Power.
Okay. We could be a group.
Power.
I think for now, this is a good arrangement between the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us. Tell you what, Mayor, we will meet you at your manor tonight. If the terms are not agreeable, then we will find the clerics on our own.
I have multiple groups. If you want to turn down my terms, look. I'm not looking to do business, but I am looking at this town I care about. I care about results. I care about cost savings for the people. And I care about getting justice. Tell me what, you deliver me those two things over these other groups. Yeah,
3 things.
It's definitely
justice and cost savings.
Oh, I swear you said one more
It's
thing.
definitely 3.
Sorry, go ahead.
Tell me what, you give me these cost savings and these justice over these other groups. We'll have a deal. Otherwise, quite frankly, I don't think that people will be very interested.
I think we can manage this, right?
So come with me to dinner, speak with Priestess Marin. Maybe we can get Stella and Jola there. We'll see. He can guide you to the leads and we'll go from there.
It is.
Dinner it is. And I think we'll end there.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Got a little loosey-goosey there towards the end, but that's okay.
It is New Year's.
It is New
It's
Year's.
It is
We will be back.
well later than we normally go.
Yes, we will be back next week, same time, same place.
No, Saturday.
We will move to New York.
Oh yeah, you're right. Saturdays. Actually, we're switching back to our normal time of Saturdays.
Saturday is 8:30.
8:30.
8:30 to 10:30-ish.
10:30. Yep.
Yeah.
Eastern Standard 10:30.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Twitch.